Hello everybody and welcome to another Battleground Games Live. This is going to be an entertaining time tonight. I'm not in a light. That's fine. Amanda, can you reach that light to adjust it so it's facing me? Yeah. So, nope, not that one, that one. Yes. Actually, yeah, that one. Just twist it.
This way?
I don't know which way you want me to
Turn it this way.
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
It's very tight in the...
Hey everybody. Welcome to Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington,
I'm
Massachusetts.
short and you need leverage.
For those of you unfamiliar with us, Battleground Games and Hobbies is your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area with 3 locations. One up in Saugus, one down in Norton, and this convenient location here in Abington, which is where we gather every Friday night to play various games. Tonight's game is Root, as you can see under me here, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, as I said at the top of the stream, because this is a very complex game and we are all very tired.
We probably should have saved this for a good Sunday stream, but it's coming to be at PAX, so if you're interested,
yeah.
pick up a copy at PAX.
We'll get to the game in a couple of seconds. Before we get there, let's do introductions, and I'm going to have to do live sound tests because we ran out of time setting the board up, and I haven't tested your mics.
You stole my joke.
What was my joke?
Well, my joke was going to be that you can find me testing my mic level live, but
oh, okay.
I need to come up with something else now.
Anyhow, hi folks, I'm Andrew, and I'm putting headphones on now.
Hey, I'm Travis. That was the joke. I don't have a new one.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I brought these glasses as a prop for a bit I was going to do before the stream, but I didn't run with it and just basically said opinions, so I'm just going to put these back.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm really tired.
I get the feeling tonight's going to be a punchy stream. I don't know.
I want you to understand that I'm playing the Marquis de Cat.
Shouldn't it be Marquis?
Good question.
It has an E on the end, so I'm choosing to pronounce the S.
Okay. Hey, Stars Falling. Sorry you can't stick around. But thank you for sticking your head in and saying hello.
Yes, thank you. I'm playing the Erie Dynasties.
I have the Woodland Alliance.
And I'm playing the Vagabond. So before we start, I think the levels are pretty good. I'm going to turn myself down just a nudge. Before we start, let's...
Okay, I looked it up. It's pronounced Marquez, and it's the wife or widow of a marquis.
Ah.
Wife or widow? It's interchangeable?
Yeah.
Is it
It
Spanish?
is.
Is it Spanish?
I think it's French.
Oh, it is French. Okay.
It looks very French.
That would be the French.
Borrow, yep. It is definitely a French word.
Is that dessert? What is that?
It's a chocolate cake called a Marquez.
It's pretty cool. I'd like to be named after a cake.
I think the cake is named after the...
That's the joke, though.
You can change your name to Marquis.
Nah, I got a legacy name. I can't change it or else I'll be shamed by the family.
So the point of Root is that this is a very asymmetrical game.
Yes.
We each have our own game board. We each have very different abilities. Oh, I never put these out.
That looks really good. I want that.
You want me to?
now.
I think you put them here, right?
No, they should be under the ruins.
Oh, right. They're secrets.
I just can't know
Do you want
what's...
me to randomize it for you?
Sure.
Okay. I guess I'll be straightforward. I'm the only one I think of us who has played this game.
Yeah, there should be
why
one more ruin. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, just put those randomly.
I volunteered to play this faction because this faction is the most arguably complex.
So yeah, let's cover a little bit about what each of the factions does and how they work. Because, like I said, everybody has a very different objective. Amanda, do you have one of your little faction cards? Faction overview? Cool. Why don't you read your faction overview?
The Marquez de Cat scores by spending wood to place buildings, scoring more if she has more of a given building on the map. Her recruiters let her recruit more warriors per turn and improve her card draw. Her sawmills give her more wood each turn, and her workshops let her draft cards. This is already more complex than my brain is up for today.
And that's the simplest clan.
Yeah. This is way more than my brain is up for tonight. The seat of her power is the Keep of Marquez de Cat, a structure so imposing that no other faction can place pieces in its clearing. While her keep stands, her field hospitals let her spend cards to place dying warriors back at her keep. That's really grim. Destroying her keep would be a mighty blow against her invasion. Strike at it if you dare. Great, so I'm playing the Invader. Super. I love this.
John, who are you playing?
I am playing the Eerie Dynasties. Can I get the card?
Oh, sure, here.
We are the Eerie Dynasty. We score points each turn based on how many roots we have on the map.
You have
roots
one.
are signified by the little blue symbol. The more
Roosts.
the more they
Roosts.
score. Roosts. Sorry.
Yes.
I wish
Because
I
you're
had the
birds.
I wish my clan was the one that the game was named after, but it's okay. The Eerie are bound by their decrees. On my score sheet, you'll notice I have an area for recruit, move, battle, and build. I have to do things in a very specific order. If I break the chain, I lose everything. Each turn they must add cards to this and resolve it, taking a decree action for each card matching clearing. If they cannot complete their decrees during this action, they fall into turmoil, losing everything. They losing them many points, replacing their leader, and discarding their decrees. So you start back literally from here. Exploit a weak spot in their decree and you'll clip their wings. But take care, as the Eerie are the lords of the forest. They rule the clearing even when tied in presence there.
So thank you for reading that nice and loud for us, John, because I think your microphone is not on.
It isn't on?
The light is
light's
on,
on.
but I'm
It's
not
all the
getting
way
it.
over.
Okay.
It is all the way over.
Yeah? I don't know.
Okay, we're going to try this.
No, don't worry about it. It's good. Travis.
Playing the Woodland Alliance. The Woodland Alliance scores as they place sympathy on the map, scoring more as they place more. To place sympathy, they need to first add cards to their faction board as supporters. If you oppress sympathetic clearings, though, you'll add to their supporters as well. Beyond adding sympathy, their supporters can incite revolt, destroying all enemy pieces in a clearing and establishing a base there. Bases improve the Alliance card draw and let them train officers, which give them free actions on each turn. Destroying bases will subdue many supporters and officers, slowing the revolution. But beware, the Alliance are experts in guerrilla war. They defend with the higher roll.
Yeah. And I am playing the Vagabond. He's a raccoon. And he has only one token. He doesn't have a whole bunch of troops who work for him.
Yep.
The Vagabond scores points by giving cards to friendly factions, defeating warriors of hostile factions in battle, and going on quests to endear himself to the woodland folk. He grows more powerful by getting a hold of items. So crafting an item he wants is an easy way to get on his good side and gain a card in trade. But if he gets too powerful, battle him, especially if he's light on swords. You might just send him back into the forest for a whole turn to repair his gear. The Vagabond is a lone wanderer, not a warrior, so he can't rule a clearing or stop you from ruling one. But he's nimble, so he can move regardless of rule, and we'll cover that. So this is a lot to take in, right? Luckily, the makers of the game realized this about it, and we are playing the Learn to Play mode, which means that for the first 2 turns, instead of having to figure out how our factions work, we just do what the instructions tell us to do, and that will teach us all the mechanics of the game. After we've played those 2 turns, we're on our own. So we've already set the board up, and let's go to the board.
I will say these are some adorable meeples.
Yeah, there are some wonderful meeples in this thing. Bird meeples, cat meeples. Here's my raccoon meeple.
By the way, I guess we should all state, pawns can be removed from the board except for the vagabond.
Yeah, the vagabond can never be removed from the board, but you can break all his swords, which leaves him unable to do stuff.
So I've got a question.
Yeah.
Meeple is a collective term.
Sure.
What's a single meeple? Is it just a meep?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Is it a merson?
That's a.
It's like
Chat?
Is it a merple?
What do you
What
think?
is it?
I always thought meeple was both the singular and plural.
like moose.
Kind of,
Yeah.
kind of like moose.
It is a meeple or
it-
many meeple.
Meeple is already a made-up word.
But it's based on people.
If it's in the
Yeah.
dictionary,
It is
made up.
based off of people. I will.
I like the idea of
I
a
will
merson.
cede that.
A mercy.
I just...
I've always used it both singular and plural.
So have I, but I don't feel good about it.
Okay, should we make up our own word? Can we update Urban Dictionary? That'd be cool. Can you do with that? I've never used Urban Dictionary.
I'd rather not.
I mean, it's the internet. You can do whatever you want.
Since you came up with the idea, man.
But you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, maybe... You said mercy.
wanna-
That was funny. But I feel like if it's a singular thing, it should be shorter than meeple, shouldn't it?
That's why I said meep.
Yeah, meep works.
Okay.
My meeps. My meeple.
My meep.
If you say my meeps, then that's
That's
bring it back to
plural.
plural.
But then
Yeah.
that's peeps.
Oh,
That's,
peeps.
yeah.
Peeps are also singular and plural.
Did you see that there's peeps cereal?
No, we
I
need
didn't see that.
we need to go
The
shorter.
the marshmallows are not shaped like chicks or bunnies.
What are they?
They're just little round white marshmallows.
Wow.
And they're
Oh,
like
so
blue
they're
and
just-
pink
they're just
sprinkles
throwing branding on it then.
like little like circular cereal sugar things.
I feel like you're killing the magic if you don't make it look like the thing.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was very distraught by this. I was like, why would I buy garbage cereal if it doesn't even have if it's not even going to go to the length of looking like the garbage that it's supposed to be?
Who is the best cereal mascot, by the way?
Count Chocula.
Chocula is tough to beat. I will give you that. And I mean, even his own buddies can't even touch him.
We're
He's too
real
powerful.
tired. You can tell.
I'm just trying to avoid.
But I'm
making
just saying,
myself
meeple. We were talking, like you mentioned meeple, and you were looking at your raccoon meeple, and I was like,
But it's
that's-
not
but it's
plural.
A, it's
Okay.
a single figure.
My raccoon merson.
See, but saying merson brings it too close to person.
Saying merson is too close to person.
That's why meep.
Moomin?
It's my raccoon
It's
meep.
a human people? Moomin?
No, because moomin is already a thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Moomin
a half
sounds?
breed of a cow and a human, a moo man.
What?
I think you mean the
Moomin trolls.
Minotaur, sir?
These are the moomin trolls.
Oh my god, there are Moomins.
They're Finnish.
Oh,
Oh,
I've seen these
comics, yeah.
before.
Yeah, that's the moomin trolls.
The Finnish are really good with comics.
They
They make some
are.
really good
I feel
ones.
like we're losing the thread here.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
sorry.
play this game?
It
That's
might
fine.
be better this way.
I
Let's
want
see
a
how this
moomin
goes.
faction.
I want a Moomin.
That's gonna be the next
So
expansion.
there are two factions in the expansion,
I
which are
bet
the
neither
river
of them are
folk.
moomins.
Otters.
Yep. Who can travel up and down the river? They're the only ones who can do that.
Yep.
And the cult.
Yes, they are a cult of alligators. I'll explain these two because they're really cool. I will say this game is a lot better if you have the expansion stuff, which is really cool because these are all interesting characters.
Yeah.
Sea folk. Their thing is they're traders. They trade with all the
Hey.
factions.
I know who that is.
Really?
Sean McCabe, thank you for following us.
I should say we have 3 new followers who may be watching, who followed us after our last stream. Nigoldar,
I feel like that would be a good one.
Gloom167, and Sick
Yeah.
Aura. Sick Aura. So
Or-
thank you to all these new followers. It's very gratifying.
Thank you very much.
I hope
Followers are awesome.
folks are enjoying watching.
So I was saying they're traders. So they trade goods.
Not traitors,
No,
but
not
traders.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
I feel like-
But the
I
thing
feel
that
like
they
I know.
trade is not in money or currency. They trade in meeples.
Interesting.
You actually have to use your supply of characters to be able to trade with these otter folk, which is an interesting mechanic.
That's interesting because most of this game uses your cards as currency.
Exactly.
Like giving cards to folks or using your cards to activate things.
And the cultists thing they essentially are a second version of the cats.
Oh, another
they're
army.
already on the board and they can't be removed if I remember correctly. And their big
I just
thing
like
is
how devious my kitties look.
they are very devilish cats.
Look at them.
I can't show them off on Zoom Cam because I didn't set Zoom Cam up before we went live.
It's been a long day, folks. But yeah, they're both very interesting and they change the game a lot. You can only ever play with 4 factions, so that just gives you more wiggle room to try these strategies out.
I'm gonna play Meeple Circus with these.
That's fair.
I feel like all of my items should be out on the board
That's
there.
what I think too.
Yeah. Travis, do you want to put my items out on the board?
Oh, sure.
They have little pictures.
Do you start with your 6?
Yes, I start with 6
Do they
starting
go
items.
colored side up? Does it matter?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I would say colored side up. Bright side up.
Sorry, folks, I just enjoy these Reese's Pieces so much.
What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought.
Talk about what we're doing with the Learn to Play.
Oh, I was going to talk about how do you win the game. So, along the bottom of the board here, you will note there are victory points, 0 through 30. We are all at 0 victory points currently. If somebody reaches 30 victory points, they win the game. That's pretty much it. They win the game. If I am allied with them, I also win the game.
Yep.
Because that is a special ability that the Vagabond has. I can ally myself and win as a team.
You have to be careful though when you're the Vagabond.
Yeah, the Vagabond can also backstab you, throw you down to hostile.
But because of that, he also can never bargain with the clans he betrays. They remember. It's kind of like, was it the Walking Dead video games where this character remembers this and they'll never trust you again?
Yeah. That is one way to win. The other way to win is a little bit more complicated. In the deck here, there are 4 cards with black bottoms. Oh no, they're not the ambush cards because those are something different.
Big bottoms?
Big bottoms.
Yeah. Thank you for singing it.
Here we are. These are dominance cards, and I'll just read one off to you. This is the mouse dominance card. If spent for a suit, make available, which means instead of going into the discard pile, it just sits out by the board and somebody else can grab it. If you have the mouse dominant card and have activated it, which means you put it on your board basically, you win the game if you rule 3 mouse clearings at the start of your bird song, which is sort of the beginning of your turn. So each clearing has an alignment. This is a mouse clearing, the orange clearings. The red clearings are fox clearings, and the yellow clearings are rabbit clearings. So if you control the 3 orange clearings, 3 of the 4 orange clearings, you win the game if you have the dominance card. You cannot activate a dominance card until you have 10 victory points, so they don't come into the game at all early on. And I don't remember how you activate them. I'd have to look it up.
I believe, I don't know if you have to state you're going to complete this or not beforehand, or if you can just play it out of your hand. I can't remember.
Anyhow, those are mixed into the deck there and may come into play later. I don't know if we'll play a whole game. I don't know if we'll get that far. We'll start playing and learn to play at least, and then move forward from there. So we already have everything set up per the learn to play instructions. If we were playing a quote-unquote actual game, it would have been different, but we're playing learn to play. Like I said, with the learn to play, the first 2 turns, we actually just follow the instructions, and they will tell us what to do. So Amanda.
Yeah, hi.
You are player 1.
Cool.
Read what it says under player 1 on that sheet.
It says, during birdsong, I place a wood at my sawmill.
So, birdsong, everybody has 3 phases to their turn.
Yep.
Birdsong is like morning light. It's activation. It's everything you do before you take your turn, basically.
It's when my people sing.
Yes,
to the
because you're the
heavens.
birds. So that's what happens during birdsong for the cats. Every birdsong, you get 1 wood at every sawmill.
Excellent. Daylight, action 1. Build. I spend that wood to build a new sawmill, so I score 1 point. And
Okay.
I put that sawmill.
It has to be a place you control,
Well,
Pretty much.
which is pretty much everywhere, but
I
not
put it
here.
over there.
Okay, so
I
give me a
think.
sawmill. So you take the wood off the board.
Why is that? Hold on a second. I have to. No, it's over here. This is not laid out exactly this way because it's made it into a. It's compacted
What it'll look
it a
like
bit.
at the end of the turn. Yeah.
No, it's more that this is in the way
Oh,
of
I see what
certain
you're
things.
saying.
Like
Yeah,
everything's
yeah.
compacted into a smaller space. So it's going to be here,
Okay. So go ahead.
I think. Yes, I spend that wood
Yoink.
to build a sawmill
Yep.
right up there.
And because you have uncovered a victory point on your board,
I go up
get a
1
victory point.
Victory point.
so you are at 1. So a bunch of things happened just then, and I want to explain how it worked. So Amanda's ability during daylight is that she takes 3 moves.
Daylight. First, craft. Second, take up to 3 actions plus 1 per foot that I spend. That would be, I assume that's card.
The blue ones, I believe. Oh, they have a symbol up the corner?
Oh, gotcha.
Birds,
Cool.
bird cards.
My options are battle, march, recruit, build, and overwork.
Yeah.
So I took the build action in
Right.
that case.
So her
Spending
build
wood
action
that I
is
had.
exactly. She can spend wood to purchase something. You spend the amount of wood of the column of the thing that you're building.
So the more that I build, the more it costs.
Yep. And when you build, it uncovers a slot, and you do whatever it says in that slot.
Yep.
Oh, and the wood has to come from a place that is attached via places you control. Control means you
So I
have
couldn't
more
build it
tokens.
like over here.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the next thing it says?
Daylight action 2. March. I move my warrior first to the mouse clearing, then move both warriors to the fox clearing. So it actually has numbers, so I can see what I'm doing. So I take this one here, and I go to there,
Okay.
and then I take both of them and move them down to there.
Okay. So March is her ability to move twice.
Yep. Take 2 moves. Then, Daylight Action 3. Recruit. I place a warrior at my recruiter in the mouse clearing. So that would be...
You don't have a recruiter there.
It says that I place it there.
Go
There are
back to
multiple
your...
mouse clearings. Is it?
Yeah, there's a mouse clearing here, a mouse clearing here, mouse clearing there. That has a recruiter, so it goes
Okay.
there. Okay.
Yes, okay. And then evening, I draw a card.
Yep. So evening, you draw cards equal to something that's been revealed. What
Basically,
is it?
if you have one of these symbols unlocked by this, that's an extra card you get.
Cool. Well, I draw a card.
Okay. Fantastic.
All right.
So now it is John's move.
Bird.
Burbs. What do the burbs do?
Bird song. First, add 2 rabbit cards from your recruit column. Hold on. First, add 2 rabbit cards to the recruit column of my decree. So, basically, during my bird song, if your hand is empty, I get to draw a card. Then I can add 1 or 2 cards to my decree. Only 1 decree can be added.
Only one bird.
can be
Yeah.
added in that decree. If you have no roots, If you have no roosts, place a roost and 3 warriors in the clearing with the fewest total pieces. So I have to put 2 rabbits into recruit.
Well, you don't have to, but that's what it is telling you to do.
I can't make decisions yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm compelled.
So basically what John's character does is it programs his turn. So he takes cards from his hand, puts them out on his board, and that programs what he's going to do during the daylight.
All right. So, daylight decree. First recruit twice, placing 2 warriors in the rabbit roost. So where I'm right there, 2 more dudes spawn.
Okay.
Then move 2 warriors north to the fox clearing.
Okay, this is a bird move. So bird cards are wild. Anytime that you're required to do something that matches the space you're in, you can use a bird card or a card of the type of the space you're in.
Next, I must battle, so I'll choose to battle the marquise in the same fox clearing. I roll 3 and 1.
Oh, it tells you what you roll.
Yeah, it just forces this immediately.
So you roll a 3 and a 1.
Can't deviate from the script, sorry.
No.
I'm the attacker, so I get the 3, and I only have 2 warriors. So I only deal 2 hits. This leaves 1 warrior each.
Okay, so he rolled a 3.
Yeah.
He only has 2 attackers, so he does 2 damage.
Yep.
Those 2 cats are dead. But Amanda rolled a 1,
So I lose.
rolled a 1, so he loses a burb.
This is the strangest playthrough I think we've ever done. We played that other game with program stuff, the co-op game. Do you remember?
No.
Where it was like
Legends of Andor.
that was
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. This is so interestingly weird.
Yeah.
That one it sort of gave us the agency to do the actions, but the board was laid out in such a way that it almost had like almost like when you're playing
guided you through.
right, like
Yeah.
you know, like when you're playing a video game, it comes up with like tips, like it'll have a dialogue window like pop up for the
Yeah.
first time you're introduced to a
You
concept.
should hit this button twice to double jump.
Right.
Oh, I should. Oh, look, there's a handle there.
So it had a lot of that. This is just like we're showing you how turns work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens in your evening?
Oh, hold on. Normally, this tie would mean no one would rule this area. However, because I am the Lord of the Forest, I rule when I'm tied. So
Right.
if I have one there and you have one
So
there.
he rules this area.
I rule when tied, so I can still build my roost. Evening. Since I have 3 roosts on the map now, I score
What?
2. Hold on.
How do you have
Wait,
3
what?
roosts?
That's a good question. How do I have 3 roosts? It says.
Oh, you didn't build?
No, I didn't build. Oh, I have to go through my entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move, battle, build.
Why do you have to battle?
It's
You didn't
just
have any
order
cards in the
things.
battle.
That's a good question. I'm trying to understand this. Hold on. It says place 2 warriors at my rabbit roost. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
That was
double check.
recruit, boom, boom. And then move, you moved from the rabbit roost to here.
Yes. Then.
That's turn 2.
Turn 2.
Turn it over, John.
Oh, my mistake.
Do I put my cat back?
I'm going to take that back real quick. And
Zoop, 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 zoop.
Put my cats back over
Next
there.
move 3 warriors to the west. The mouse clearing is where I go.
Well, spoiler alert, we know what happens next turn.
Yeah.
All right, so you recruited twice.
Except I'll have done
Oh,
something
you
else in
have one
between,
more.
so
I have recruited twice.
Yep.
Apparently not there, you still only have
apparently not. Yeah.
Move 3 warriors from the rabbit clearing west to the mouse clearing.
That is this clearing here. Okay.
When I play birds in my areas, they're wilds. So basically, they
Yeah.
can jump or anything. Birds are always wild, so I'm treating this bird as a rabbit.
Right, because you can't move from a space. You use the card
Okay.
to move from a rabbit space.
Then I build a roost. Because I cannot battle actually, because sorry about that.
It's okay.
Because I don't have a battle card.
So he rules this roost.
Hey, Ru-
I roost the roost. I get a VP.
Oh,
Go up over here. It doesn't have a roost to build an evening. I have 2 roosts on the map, so I score 1 point. Then I draw a card.
So he gets another victory point.
Oh no, that's my VP. I
That's
score this
where
at the
the-
end of my turn
Oh.
every time.
Okay,
So if I get all 5 roosts at the end of each turn, I'll score 5 points.
gotcha. So you don't score it until the evening.
Yes.
Not when it's uncovered. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Then I drew my card. And that's it.
Okay.
Travis, you and your horrid alliance may go.
I actually really love the flavor of the Woodland Alliance.
I'm just trying to play the
Spread
card.
sympathy.
Yes.
So I'm just like these meek little woodland creatures, apparently.
You are the,
But you can also rebel, like, and destroy things.
your characters are clearly inspired by like the Robin Hood characters of the Disney the Disney movie Robin Hood,
Okay.
because they got the foxes, the mice, the rabbits. It all fits. I'm just trying to play this like noble who is clearly without power. That's how I see these birds. Oh, also, I should probably read what my bird leader does.
All right.
Oh, you have a leader. That's right. I forgot you have a leader.
If you have at least one enemy, if you destroy an enemy building or a token, I get a point.
Aha. And his leader changes
If I
he
lose.
yeah, if he fails to execute his program.
3 leaders to choose from, but I want to be the owl just because it looks
So-
cool.
All right, Travis. So what does your thing say you should do?
So for Birdsong, I spread sympathy. I spend a fox card on my supporter stack.
Okay.
Your support is dead.
Supporters.
Yeah.
Basically, he has an extra hand.
Yes.
So he has one hand that's his hand and one hand that's his supporters.
Is there a discard pile, or
yeah,
how's
it's just
that?
gonna go down.
It should
Okay.
be there, yes.
So you spend this fox card.
To put a sympathy token on the central fox clearing.
So take a sympathy token.
Central fox clearing.
Excellent. So
And
now that area
and
is
I
sympathetic
score
to you.
a point.
Yes, a victory
Hey,
point for
bye.
you.
Hi, welcome.
How's it going?
We are playing a very, very complicated game, and
Yeah.
it is. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, this game can be quite enjoyable.
Okay, so you spread some sympathy.
Yep. And now for daylight, I want to craft my crossbow card.
It is
So I
Friday.
will activate my fox sympathy
Gotta
to
get down on it.
to score a point and take the crossbow from the item supply on the map.
Gotta get
I
down
get
on
it.
Friday.
Before my time, I assume.
Okay, I'm old. I don't think
No,
that's
it's
old.
Not.
How old is it?
It is not.
93 is when I was born. Let's see.
No, this is like 2007.
I don't believe you.
All right, so I have
Oh, Rebecca.
I have acquired the crossbow supply.
2012, okay?
Oh, I was off. I was
2011.
off by 5
No,
years.
even earlier.
Does she still have a career, or is that done?
Yeah, 2011. She didn't necessarily even want a career. Her parents paid to have the song recorded, and they decided to put it out. She did it for fun.
So, Travis,
Then it all just.
to explain how that card worked. So, at the bottom of your cards, there is the option to build that card. So what he did is, it is a fox card. It has a little fox in it, which means he needs to use it. How does it work? You spend the card
Yes.
in a
Well,
fox clearing that you have sympathy in. So you need to have sympathy in a fox clearing in order to use the card.
Yes.
Yes, I activated my fox sympathy to
Yep.
yes.
To build an anvil, which gets you 2 victory points.
No, wait. I discarded that one to get the sympathy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
And now I'm using the sympathy to grab the crossbow.
aha.
Good.
And or apparently that's how that is going to.
Craft using sympathy.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm
and
so poor and bedraggled. You know you want to make a crossbow for me.
I need some way to defend myself.
Well,
I am going to want to bargain with you for that crossbow at
that-
some
that-
point.
That's the real point of crafting, because Andy, I think, is the only character who can use them.
Do you have a card in your hand that has a crossbow on it?
I do.
Aha. So you actually have to use that. So, in a fox space,
Yep.
make a crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
get 1 victory point, then discard this.
Okay.
That's how that works. So now you have a crossbow.
Now
Ho,
I
ho,
have,
ho.
yeah.
Crafted items.
Ah, yes, there's a space for crafted items on his card. So it can go sit there.
Vagabonds can give you cards to take these items.
Yes.
That's specifically what they're meant to do then.
Money
Yes.
can be exchanged for
Okay,
goods and services.
so I get another VP for crafting that then too? Is that
Yes, you
how-
should. Does it say get a victory point?
Does this have a score?
To score a point and take the crossbow, yes.
Okay.
You have 2 VP.
I still have 0.
All right, and then my next daylight is that I mobilize, so I add my other 2 cards to my supporter stack.
Oh, cool. Boop, boop. Now he's got more supporters.
Evening. I haven't had a revolt yet, so I don't have any officers. No officers mean no actions in the evening. So all that's left is for me to draw a card.
Revolts are awesome because you literally destroy everything that's there.
Yeah, you burn down a section of the forest.
I will say.
And you get a
I
commander.
don't know if awesome is the word I would use to describe that.
I'd say he's a late game character. Is how his faction works. They secretly.
They're
build
building
everything.
building sympathy, and then suddenly, boom, they have officers on their card
It's
and can do
literally
all sorts of stuff.
the
Suddenly
plot
you
of
realize I was building log traps to smash the walkers in the woods.
Ewoks, is that really what you want to be, though?
All right, Vagabond
They
turn.
won.
They did win.
I was
Bird
gonna
song.
say, are we dunking on Ewoks now?
I don't know. Which Ewoks?
Obviously the
they
ones.
weren't in the Christmas special, I forgot.
Obviously in the ones from Battle for Endor.
Yeah, the competent ones that I'm citing that fought in the woods effectively.
I feel bad that I thought Ewoks were in the Christmas special, but it's just Lumpy. I forgot it was Lumpy.
All right, during my bird song, during the beginning of my turn, I can refresh items. I don't have any items that are unrefreshed by using my coffee.
Yes.
And then I may
That's-
slip. I
That's
don't
how
have
coffee
any-
works.
Yeah.
That's how his coffee works.
So I'm going to slip away sneakily over here
Get out of there. Get out of there, Rack.
as a free move.
What is your Vagabond special ability, by the way?
Steal. Take a random card from a player in your clearing.
That ain't good. Get out of
Um,
here.
But I have to use a torch to do it.
Do you even start with a torch?
I do. I have a starting torch. All right, so that was my bird song. Now daylight. Aid. Exhaust my torch. Zoop. My torch is exhausted. To give a fox card to the Alliance and take the crossbow. Hey,
Oh my
Travis,
God.
I'm going to buy that crossbow from you for a fox card.
By the way, you have no choice in this.
Yeah, it
It
apparently
doesn't
is
specify
just
which fox to use.
That is a good question. Are they the same card? No, they
No.
can't be, right?
Well,
Did you need a fox to move into that fox clearing?
what?
Did you need a fox to move towards that fox clearing?
No, slip is a free action.
Huh.
Yeah, that's during birdsong. I slip away. I'm gonna give you
Well, maybe
a protection racket, or I don't have to tell them what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a card.
I guess that's the point of
it's definitely not a protection racket.
Um,
What was the other card you got?
so I used my torch to do that.
Okay.
Our relationship improves, so I am now a better relation of yours, and I get 1 victory point. Amanda, that is impressive.
I'm just real proud of this, which no one can see on camera because it's under us.
Yeah, she's
Like
been
we're covering it.
she's been
and
building a impressive.
I have an impressive cat edifice.
Yes.
A catifice, if you would.
So I improved my relationship with you. I am also going to move. I exhaust my boots. Oh no!
Do what?
To move.
It's okay, they all landed
into
on
the
their
mouse clearing, which is the one I just came from. So I'll move back here.
What was the point of moving?
I don't know. I'm just following the instructions. All right, then I'm going to strike. Wow, this is mean. I'm going to use my crossbow. Oh, I have this crossbow as well, because I bought that from you. I'm going to exhaust my crossbow to remove an eerie warrior. Oh man, I don't like this at all.
So I I get that back.
Yeah. And now you're hostile to me.
Yes, now you're my enemy for the entire game, and you didn't have a choice about that.
I know. I would not have chosen to aggro you right off the bat, but
Yeah,
that's how the learn to play experience goes.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So now you can't even give me cards to get items if I craft them. So if I
It's
just
true. You could craft my
everything-
stuff that I need, and I
you
can't
can-
get it
And,
from
and
you.
then you just hoard them.
Yes.
Man, so mean.
But that would use my cards.
Actually, there is a way to get you back from hostile.
What is it?
Uh,
Do you give me a ton of money? Like, how does a vagabond become a friend again?
Money does seem like it should have to play a part there.
Yeah. Thematically.
I seem to remember there is a way. Oh, I think it's a victory card. There's a victory card that lets me cease hostilities.
But you have to win the game to...
No, I need to actually activate the victory card.
Okay.
Alright, so I used my crossbow. Battle. I exhaust my sword. I'm just fighting the crap out of you, John. To battle you, I roll a 1 and a 0. Oh, 0.
Oh, 9.
I use the higher roll because I'm the attacker, so I deal 1 hit, so that removes another warrior from there.
Yep.
I get a victory point for killing a warrior of a hostile faction.
That's how it works.
You made him hostile so that you could then fight him,
Yep.
so that you could then get a victory point for fighting him.
So I have other options that I could do. I could use my
Question is,
my hammer to repair or craft.
did the setup say to use all those items? Because I know each vagabond has a different set of starting items.
Oh, good question. Yeah, you're right. So I started with a torch, coffee, 1 sword, and 1 boots. So I don't have these. I don't have these at all.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Well, I'm happy now.
I've used up all my stuff.
See, this gives you a horrible disadvantage immediately.
Yeah,
Well, you can
this sort
rest
of
at
works.
the end of your turn, right?
No, I can rest as an action for an entire turn. I can go into the woods.
Sorry, my finger was resting right up against my mic. I was probably making a horrible noise. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I've used all my stuff. Evening. Finally, I draw 1 card. Shoop. I want to check and see how many cards I normally draw.
Mine says you discard down to 5.
1 + 1 per uncovered draw bonus for you guys.
2 + 2 + 1.
So when you build stuff, Amanda, you'll uncover draw bonuses.
Yep.
Travis will uncover draw bonuses by
They
creating
don't
sympathy.
need to.
John will by creating roosts.
I know, but they don't need to.
But how do I draw extra cards?
I don't think you do.
1 card plus 1 per coin thing that I've
Oh,
gained.
you need coins.
So I can get coins to get extra draws. Okay. And
We
then
talked about that when we were talking
I
about
can
our theories for
improve my
Clue.
satchel.
We brought up Clue.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of my turn.
And now it's the second turn.
It's turn 2. Amanda.
Okay. Been so long.
It really feels like it.
I place wood at each of my sawmills.
Yep, that's her birdsong thing.
Build. I spend wood to build a workshop and gain 2 points. So I'm going to do. Oh no, that's 1. So I'm spending wood here
Okay, to build a workshop here.
to build a workshop there. So that's going to be this.
Which wood are you spending? This wood?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Excellent. You have a workshop. That gets you 2 victory points.
You jump up to 3.
I battle the Eyrie in the mouse clearing. Right there.
Fight! What do you roll?
I roll a 2 and a 1.
Amazing.
I'm the attacker, so I use the higher roll. However, I only have 1 warrior, so I can only roll 1 hit. We each remove a warrior but I'll use my field hospital's special ability. I'll spend a bird card to replace my warrior back at the keep.
What's the field hospital?
So it's her special
It's my
ability
special
for the
ability
keep.
For the keep. I can place, whenever a marquee's warrior is removed, you may spend a card matching its clearing to move the warrior to the clearing with the keep token.
So you could spend a mouse token, a mouse card, or you could spend a bird card because bird cards are wild.
But it specifically
tells you to
says
use a
I'll
bird
spend
card.
a bird card.
So this bird is
And I
dead.
had brutal tactics in my hand, so it knows that I have that, whereas it doesn't know what I drew, so I'm going to go ahead and use that.
Okay.
Because obviously it's intending me to use the card that it knows I have in my hand.
That makes sense.
So it's not intending for me to use that card in my next action, because I have one more action.
Okay.
Right? Like, that's how I'm sort of interpreting how this works.
Sure.
That's fair.
Daylight, action 3, recruit. I place a warrior at my recruiter.
Which is over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I draw a card.
Excellent. John, now we already know what you're doing.
Add a
So
bird card to battle decree.
okay.
First, I recruit twice, placing 2 warriors in the rabbit list.
Over here.
Yes. Then I move to box clearing. Battle 3-1.
So you kill 2. She kills 1. Amanda,
Hi.
would you like to save the life of either of these warriors? It doesn't say specifically to do that, but it is an option if you have a fox or bird card.
I have a bird card.
Do you want to save the life of a warrior?
Sure.
Okay. So that one.
Follow that though, since it's not
I don't see any reason not to.
We're going off script. We're
Because
going
it
off
doesn't,
script.
it doesn't say for me not to. It dictates your moves in this in turn 2, but not mine.
That's right.
You've already finished your portion of the script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off the script, guys.
You're unbound.
Get ready. I'm real tired.
build a roost.
Okay, you build a roost.
Super punchy.
Now I score 2 points, and I get 2 cards rather than 1.
Ah, because he has uncovered on his tracker a draw counter.
Okay.
Excellent. Travis,
All right.
what
Alliance.
does the game dictate you do?
I spend 2 bird supporters.
Bird supporters.
This is during your bird song?
Yep.
You're causing a revolt?
I'm causing a revolt.
The peasants are revolting.
Where are you going to revolt? You only have...
He's going to have to revolt at that cat place there.
Why? What's the point of ruining that one cat's
It teaches
day?
you how revolts work.
So there we go.
This is really early. Oh, man.
I mean, the learn to play it lets you do everything that your character does.
Yes,
Two
but so...
to revolt in the fox clearing.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've done that.
Yeah. So revolt. Spend 2 supports matching a sympathetic clearing. You used birds, which are wild, so that's fine. Remove all enemy pieces there. So unless Amanda has another bird in her
I
hand
don't.
or a fox.
Nope.
Okay, this guy is removed. Then place a matching base and warrior there, equal to the total number of matching sympathetic clearings. So you have 1 sympathetic clearing, so you get a base and a warrior. Interesting, you can build a base there even though there's a ruin?
Yes.
I thought you couldn't build in a ruin space.
Well, ruins only affect the vagabonds. I think the thing you can't build around is roosts and
Okay.
sawmills. Those are neutral zones.
To finish the
We
revolt.
can't
Yep.
destroy ruins even anyway.
All right. So that's that.
And you get a warrior in your officer box. So you now have an officer.
I place 1 warrior and my fox based on the clearing, and then I add a warrior to my officer's box. Birdsong, spread sympathy. I spend a mouse supporter to put sympathy in the mouse clearing.
You have a mouse in your supporter deck?
It does.
I do.
We're running out of all our stuff.
All right,
I'm
and
So where are you spreading the sympathy?
to put sympathy in the mouse clearing.
Which mouse clearing?
The
You should have on the illustration here.
yeah, it's gonna go in the crowded one here.
Nobody's there.
Well, I'm there. And a roost.
That's really awesome. Hi.
What's up?
She can turn into a shrubbery.
Ah.
I need to level my character up. Thank you for reminding me. I need to go get all the key point information.
I'll add both of my cards to my supporters deck,
Okay.
and I
'Cause
have.
guess what? We're playing Ravnica D&D again on Sunday.
And then for evening, I have my officer here,
Yep.
so I will recruit, placing another warrior at my base.
Oh, I think you keep your officer.
Yeah, you can turn into a bush and then surprise
Oh.
them.
Oh, okay.
Replace one of these dudes.
It's a new person entirely.
The knights that say me show up. Do they just become
And then I draw
Yes.
2 cards instead of 1 because I have a
Yep.
base now.
Okay.
And did I get a victory point for?
I
It's
did give
just
you a
a
victory
shrub.
point, yes.
Okay.
Apparently, I can't be heard very well. Toshi says he can't hear me. He can hear everyone else, but not me.
Interesting, because I thought John was very quiet.
What is?
I'll talk a little bit so that you can hear if I
No,
have something going on.
I can hear you.
Well, do you have the magic
Weird.
numbers? I have 2.
Toshi, maybe you're just not listening clearly to me.
Maybe she's not talking as much as usual because she's so tired.
I'm really tired.
Is it my turn now?
It is now your turn.
All right.
Vagabond, what is your turn?
Vagabond on turn 2.
That's better.
Birdsong. Refresh. I have tea. Oh, it's tea, not coffee.
What?
So I get to refresh 5 items. I flip all my items face up.
I've only had 1 cup of tea today. Maybe that's part of the problem.
That probably
Also
is
that I didn't sleep.
Yeah. I want to check something. I want to see if doing this exhausts my tea.
I think it does. If I
Is it
remember
the
right,
T
that's how it
virus?
goes.
Because I don't think that's good for
I
you to
have
have.
the Q virus. I didn't think it was that funny.
I'm really tired.
Set up birdsong.
This cat has extra strong eyes. Look at the difference.
Flip 2 up.
It's like super intense.
No, I don't have
it's
to
got
exhaust my tea.
It's got them
Okay.
thick eyebrows.
Last week we were doing travel movies, right? Do we want to do another theme?
Yeah, we did transportation movies. You can be a giant badger. Badger.
Okay, so I refresh 3 items and then 2 more.
I shifted
for
my
this.
mic, Toshi, so that may be it.
How about movies where characters turn into animals?
Sure. The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
The thing is,
Uh,
hi, we live in Ravnica.
Brave.
So ask your DM
Well, what's the question?
if you have seen a giant badger.
Sword in the Stone.
Yeah, sure. I
Do you want to play another?
What are we
I
playing?
believe in the Celestian Enclave you probably would have seen badgers. Sure.
We're talking about turning into badgers.
Box of Delights.
So I refreshed my stuff. Birdsong, slip. I'll slip into the fox clearing, which I just came out of. There
Yeah,
we
a
go.
lot of slipping. Is slipping mandatory?
Slip sliding away. No. May move to a
He just
clearing
prefers
or
to.
forest at no cost. All right, daylight. First, I'm going to explore. I'm going to exhaust my torch.
Okay.
And, oh, I think I went to the wrong fox clearing. I should be over here. I'm going to exhaust my torch to explore these ruins.
See what I mean? That map is not 100% clear.
So I exhaust my torch to explore the ruins. The ruins are removed from the board, which frees up a building slot for you folks. And I get an item, which is some boots. Oh, and I score a point
Score a point? What for?
for exploring. Explore. Take an item from a ruin in your clearing. Score 1 point.
Alright.
So we're all at 1 point, or 2 points except Travis.
Oh.
That seems unfair.
This learn to play.
This
Anyways,
is a weird
This
thing.
learn to play is mean.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to exhaust my boot and tea to claim a quest.
Are you gonna drink your tea out of your boot?
Going on a quest.
Wait,
Claim
Andy.
Yeah.
My question is this walkthrough not supposed to be put into a full game, but just played for 2 turns and then you actually play the game?
I think you just continue. You play the 2 turns
God.
and then you just go from there.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
did
exhaust my tea,
I mean, it forces you into situations
And
where you already have enemies
my
with
boot,
Vagabond, and that just seems like a late game kind of move.
to claim a
And
quest.
you use your, and
I
you run out of
claim
resources
the
real
fox
fast with
errand.
this sort of thing.
Oh no. Now
Oh, my
now
exhausted
he
tea
has
moves
an
to my
eternal
satchel.
target in you to acquire more victory points.
Instead of scoring the quest, I'll draw 2 cards.
No,
Draw a
but
new quest to put out.
he's just gonna
Okay. Fine.
He needs a hammer to fix his stuff.
So
does he?
Yes.
So he can hammer in the morning
Hammer
and in the evening, all over this land.
So my quests are a way for me to get points and stuff.
Yes, this is the cool part about your character.
My quests have the requirements I need in order to
Do you know
claim
the
the
things
quest.
that he will hammer out?
And then they have things that I can do. I could claim this quest
Do you
and
want me to
get 1
enumerate
victory
them?
point per quest that I
Goodness.
control. Or I could draw 2 cards. The game is telling me that I draw 2 cards.
What is it? Is it
So I'll draw 2 cards.
Oh, so that's the mandatory quest you had.
hammer out?
Yep.
Oh, warning. I think it's been a long
And then I
time
draw
since
a
I've
new
actually
quest.
heard that song.
Hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening, hammer.
At night. So you
Hammer at
had
supper
to
time?
choose you had
Be
to
a
choose between the 2
swarm of
rewards. Is that what it said?
What's that?
You had to choose between the 2.
Yes.
That's a shame.
So
Hi,
yeah.
I have an important question for you.
Do.
Have you read Terry Pratchett?
Instead of
Oh my
scoring the
God.
quest, I'll draw
What are we,
2
month
cards.
We're
Then I
so
draw a new
close.
quest and put
When
it
a
out.
hammer's on a bagel.
All right. That's all it tells me to do during the daylight. I could shoot a mouse right now.
You can have a hammer anytime.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so here's
We're
the
making a
thing,
lot of
Bri.
enemies that
You
way.
should
Yeah, I
read,
don't wanna do
highest
that.
on your alliance track.
You should read the
I think I'm going to go off
Witches.
script before going to
No,
evening.
Do you have to do that?
I was close.
Is that what it says?
All
you
right,
should read the
fine.
Witches
Oh,
Fine.
books by
All
Terry
right.
Pratchett.
I go to evening and I draw a card, and then I have to
Skip
discard
some
a
other
card.
stuff and then go back to it.
'Cause you're-
But I would definitely recommend reading the Witches books
Which is weird.
with Granny Weatherwax and Nanny Ogg, and
So-
you definitely need to do that so that you can find out about being swarms.
The game is forcing me through the learn to play
Welcome back.
to explain a new mechanic,
Oh,
which is I drew a card because it told me to draw a card. If I had been playing for myself, I obviously would have used these cards. But no, the game says I draw a card. Your hand limit is 5. So now I have to discard a card. But luckily for me, it doesn't tell me what card to discard, so I get to choose a card to discard.
That's good. For me, my favorite so far that I've read is Guards. I really love
Guards is real good.
I'm going to
I'm just-
discard an ambush.
Weird is though really. If you like Shakespeare, Sisters Weird is definitely a weird place to start.
Weird Sisters is definitely a good place to start, but it's also, yeah, it's also that, like, specifically she's talking about being a swarm of things.
Yes.
And if you read the Witches books, which I think you will appreciate in general, definitely,
I'm going to have to say
Yeah.
as the DM, I'm not going to allow swarm druids. Swarm druids are
well, no,
annoying.
she can be like a group of bats is apparently a thing that's in that.
Yeah, swarm of bees, things like that.
I'm just saying, if you think that sounds fun, I think you should read the books.
Okay, so I had to discard a card.
Yes.
I discarded a card.
Yes.
Also, I really
That was the
appreciate
end of
what
my
Lobster
turn.
Revenge is doing, except that I don't pronounce that first word that way.
Now what?
Oh, yes. Lobster Revenge is saying that he was stuck on his route home while we're playing Route.
Did he spell it R-O or R-U?
No, he spelled it
R-O-U-T-E.
R-O-U-T-E,
Okay.
which you would pronounce as root or route. But route makes no sense in this context. I believe he was making a pun or
Or a
play
play
on
on
words. Because we're playing root and he was stuck on his route.
Okay, so we're off script. Finally, we can do things.
Yes, Amanda, it is your turn, and now you have nothing telling you what to do. You read your player board, and it tells you what your abilities are.
I would just enjoy a bunch of cake if I had that option.
I would also like cake.
Well, the first part is easy, because during birdsong, all your sawmills make wood.
Yeah. Okay.
When Amanda looked up the Wikipedia, though, there was just pictures of a marquee cake, and it looked
Yeah.
really good.
It's cake. And then there will be cake. And then I get to use 3 actions. Or up to 3 actions.
How do I get my coffee back?
I think you rest.
Oh, nope, that's expansion, folks. We don't have the expansion, folks.
I have a question, Andy.
Yeah,
A meeple is not considered a token, is it?
it is.
So, for having this vulture guy, if I remove an enemy token in battle, I get points. So should we have been considering that?
Would it have told you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because it told me to choose this character to start with.
Where's the learn to play guy?
Sorry, I'm leaning my chin against my mic.
I got headphones, so I'm okay. Thank you for
Oh,
caring.
there we are. All right, so in battle.
Yes.
Battling.
Yes.
Roll dice, determine what you're destroying. It's removing 2 pieces, but only 1 is a token. So, in the example they have here, so killing warriors is removing a piece from the board,
Okay, great.
but not removing a token from the
So
board.
tokens would be buildings.
Tokens are buildings or wood or
Sympathize.
sympathizers. Yep.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
But Amanda's still on her turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just saying because now I have to target everybody who is not Andy because Andy doesn't have tokens.
Yeah, you
It's
can't fight me.
I
I'm
can't
too
kill your
slippery.
runes. Well, I can still hit you and then break your things.
Oh, that's right. You break my sword if you hit me.
So if I break your things, does that mean those count as tokens or no?
No, they're not removed from the board. They're just broken.
So it's like kicking a kid's sandcastle.
When I
mean
make
the
more
best way to play
multiple
with
moves, Andy,
Yes.
can I move more than one warrior at a time, or does that count as 2 moves?
Nope.
Like, is it 1, 2,
Nope, it's
or
move as many as you want.
1, like 1, 2?
Well, you can't go from here to here because there's not
Oh,
a
there's
path.
no 1, 2.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be
Okay.
a march.
You think you're an otter? Is that what's happening here?
I'm an otter.
The otters are.
Swim around and do cute little human things with my hands.
You're free to go.
There you go.
Before.
What are you? I'm a cow.
Get on the truck.
Can I say something?
I'm an animal. I have rights.
When I recently went to the movies, they had. I was early enough to watch the AMC. What are they called? Movie trivia shows or whatever.
Oh
before
sure,
they play
like
the
they're
movies.
just
I guess,
like
yeah.
pre-show whatever.
Yeah. One made me
I'm
very
Maria Menounos.
upset, and one made me very happy. The one that made me very happy was otters playing in a spa. It was like a Geico commercial, and they were like, "I'm getting so clean from all this beautiful water," and it was the most adorable thing I've seen in a while. Just otters cleaning themselves in a spa.
All right. I'm marching by taking 2 moves.
Go on ahead.
So I'm gonna go, bum, bum. Right?
Okay.
So
Yep.
that's 2 actions.
No,
Nope, that's one action.
March is make
It's
2
2 moves as one action.
And then I have 2 more actions I can take. I can recruit. I can build. So I think I'm going to build a recruiter over there by spending 1 wood from here.
Perfect.
I
Yep.
get you a point. Work it.
And I have 1 more action.
Did you take your point?
Not yet.
Okay, get your victory point.
It's so weird I'm not playing blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it.
do you want to trade?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to recruit. So I get to place 1 warrior at each recruiter. So I get to add 1 there and 1 over there.
Awesome.
Put
Oh,
kitty there.
that works too.
Anyway.
There. Now I'm done and I get to draw a card.
Okay. All right. Before I go, I'll just mention one made me very angry. Do you remember the actor who played originally Cyclops in the original X-Men film?
Marsden.
Okay, he is in this trailer for
Yes.
a movie about Taco Bell taco
Yeah,
fries.
yeah.
That is
We saw that.
It is the most bafflingly strange movie trailer fake out I've ever seen. It is so weird. I don't understand. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to play 1 card, and just as an example, I'm using this card, but this is one of the dominance cards Andy was talking about.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, now I have to flip to dominance cards.
So to use one of these cards, you have to have at least 10 points. That is the requirement
Correct.
to activate it.
In order to activate it, you must have 10 points.
But basically, you fulfill the requirements on the card, you get to win immediately. But since I am using it for this, it joins my enclave that can never be used. Anyway, I now begin my birdsong. I have set up my new thing. I've added a card. And 3, if you have no roosts, don't worry about that. Next, craft using roosts. So how do I craft exactly? I discard cards the same way Amanda would. Where I
Yes.
play them in the
So
same area.
if you want to craft something off of a card,
Or use a card ability. Is that the same thing? Yes or no?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Well-
you spend cards by putting them into your program.
Yes, I've already
Yeah.
done that. I'm on my
Yeah.
daylight phase.
So you can craft an item that's on the card
Okay.
if you have a roost in a area that matches that card.
Okay, I would like to craft this card if that is okay.
Yes.
So I am crafting Code Breakers. Once in daylight, you may look at another player's hand.
Ah, okay. So that card just goes under your board and is active for the remainder of the game.
So I'll just slide that like this, and now I have this power.
And that was a mouse card?
I have a roost right there.
Yeah, you have a roost and a mouse. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to resolve my decree.
Yep, so now you run the program.
3 birds appear in that roost. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw those. I thought it'd be dramatic. Next, I must move. So I also am not limited by how many I can move at once, correct?
Correct, but you only get 1 move as opposed to
Yes.
her march, which is 2 moves.
Yes. I'm going to move to this area. Moving from that area there, yes.
How many?
Going to move 3.
Okay, 3 burbs move over here.
Okay. Next, I have to battle in one area.
Yep,
Even
it's a
any
bird
area.
card, so it can be any area.
So I'm going to battle in my home base, I guess.
Okay. Roll the dice. This is the first actual die roll, guys.
I got a 2, you got a 1.
Yep. So you kill one of her guys, she kills one of your guys.
Okay.
Amanda,
would
do
like
you
to-
have a
Rabbit card.
rabbit card?
I do.
Do you want to save this guy's life?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. He goes over there.
Okay. And then next, I can build. I have dominance in this area. I will build a roost.
Okay.
And now I get, I get 3 victory points.
Uh-huh.
1,
Boop,
2,
boop.
3.
Yep.
Then next, I draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Oh wait, should I use my daylight power now?
What is it?
This daylight power codebreaker is the one I activated. Do I get that now?
I believe so.
Okay, I can look at anybody's hand. I'm gonna pick Andy.
Okay.
He has the most cards.
I have 5 cards.
And now I'll read them.
This could take a while, guys. Travis, you're on deck. Are you planning out your move?
Trying to.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
And I score, and I have to draw 2 cards. Boom, boom. Oh my god. Alright, Travis, it is your turn.
All right. So I am, I'm not revolting this turn.
You choose not to, or you
I choose not to. Revolting really wouldn't serve any purpose for me at this current
No,
juncture.
there's nothing for you to destroy here except for his roost.
Yeah. So let's
not a
not.
terrible plan, though.
What? Just
Because every turn that I end my turn, I'll get 3 points at least. This is a stacking ability.
you don't just get the 3 when you.
No, every turn that I have roosts on the board. Like, Amanda scores immediately when she reveals.
Travis, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, in your hand,
Don't trust Andy.
have a
That's the big thing.
fox that can craft either a fox that can craft tea,
No.
a fox that can craft a hammer?
No.
I need a hammer. Darn it.
Although, let's see. This.
Careful, Travis.
Oh.
So you must revolt after spreading sympathy. That's so you can't
Yeah.
spread sympathy to someplace and then cause
Yeah,
a
I could
revolt
only
on the same
there
turn.
or there,
Yeah.
and that's just not going to work right now.
Plus, you might not have the economy to do that right now.
Not entirely, no.
Actually, a revolt. Okay, yeah, because you would have to spend 2 cards to do it.
And they have to be matching.
Yeah.
So
you'd have to have
what
2 mouse cards,
what I am going to do
which
instead,
is the supporters, right? Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to do instead is I am going to spread sympathy,
Okay.
and I am going to spread sympathy to.
Where to?
So I feel like I'm getting the hang of the game a little bit.
Well, that's the cool thing, because as soon as you feel like you're comfortable with your character, next time you play through, you'll play a completely different thing. So you can't get 100% cozy. And what's also cool is with the Vagabonds, you have choices with who you want to play at the beginning of the game, which is really cool. There's more than one Vagabond.
Not terribly helpful.
Yeah, I am going to use a rabbit card out of my supporters. I'm going to gain a victory point. I'm going to put a sympathy.
Thank you for the bits.
Over-
And
over
Pi
yonder.
is in chat. I don't know if Pi has bits to spend.
How do you accumulate bits again exactly?
You can
You can-
buy them or you can watch ads. I need to do some,
So did you
some
put
bit
some
mining.
Yep, I
revolutionaries out?
yep, I put sympathy over in the rabbit corner there.
Did you get your victory point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would recommend probably not doing that, just because on my start turn, I could just destroy it and get points.
You can destroy a sympathy token.
It's a token,
It's
yeah.
a token, I can destroy it.
Oh, the bit battle is on
I feel like
now.
that's fair to warn you
Nice.
about that sort of stuff.
Oh
Because if
yeah,
I'm in the
Pi,
area,
did you
I
have a
can
good
destroy
Pi day?
You can fight essentially anything that's there. But to fight a territory, you need a person.
Amanda, I don't know if you're aware, but part of the reason that Toshi probably couldn't hear you is you're talking very quietly.
I'm so tired,
I
Andy.
get that.
Blueberry, cherry, raspberry, lemon tart.
I mean, it was a rabbit clearing, so
Yeah.
you could put it out here.
So you know what?
Or
We'll go there instead.
okay. More sympathy for you.
You got your point, or you haven't got your point?
He did
I
get
have
the
gotten
point.
my
He did
point.
get the point.
I am going to put those into my supporter deck.
Okay.
I am going to spin a card from. Oh wait. Place a warrior.
In the officer's box. Do you need more officers?
Well, more officers allows me to do more stuff in the evening, right?
Yeah. So you put 3 cards in there.
I put 2 cards in there.
Okay, you put 2 cards in there.
Okay. I will spend that card
Okay.
because that will match the fox base because
Yes.
birds are wild, right?
Birds are wild.
Yep.
Nice pie.
All right, so that will add.
Wait, that's not a bird that you spent, was it?
That's really good.
It was.
Oh, okay.
It
just
slid
flipped
under.
under.
It slid under the rabbits there.
You're
Yep.
doing amazing dealer moves right there.
Yeah, right. All right, so I have 2 officers in the officer box now.
Okay.
First, that means
Now it's
something,
the
I guess.
evening.
Yeah. So military operations up to officers.
Yep.
Right. So now I can do 2 of these things.
Yep.
That's how that works.
Move, recruit. Oh, you have a base. Yep, you have a fox base.
Yep.
Battle or organize. Remove warrior and place sympathy there. Ah, so you could move a warrior into a place and then convert it into sympathy.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I guess the point of putting out warriors is they defend your areas.
Yeah. I am going to. Yep. So I'm going to move 1 warrior down here, and I'm going to recruit another warrior over here.
Okay.
And that is going to that's going to be that. I did still want to put this. Sorry, from earlier, when I pulled that back to make sure that
Yeah.
I did want to put that in the supporter deck.
That's fair.
I'll
allow that.
And now I will draw 2 cards from the deck here to end my turn. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Vagabond Dandy.
Yeah. So during my bird song, I would refresh 3 items plus 2 for each tea that I have. I have no active tea.
Is this a British game, by the way? I was wondering with the designer.
Not sure.
Who has the instructions?
They did it for. It's the same company I think that made Bass. I'm pretty sure. I didn't know.
I think when I refresh my tea, it goes up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I get my tea back.
Excuse me.
And then I may slip sliding away.
It doesn't say. Oh, no. No, I think it's from Minnesota.
Oh, really?
None of you folks have any cool items.
No, we've been more
Yeah,
focused
it's from
on
Minnesota.
protecting ourselves rather than making stuff for the vagabond.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna slip
Oh,
over
yeah,
here.
you know,
So
up there in the Minnesota, it's real cold up there.
I'm going to explore those ruins,
Yeah, they're thinking folks in St. Paul.
and I get a bag!
Hey!
Yay!
That means you can carry more items?
Yes, I have a maximum of 6 in my satchel plus 2 per extra bag that I have.
What would happen if you had excess of items?
They go in the box and go away forever.
forever.
Miss Sandlot.
I'm going to...
Apparently they're I heard like last week they're doing a TV revival series with the original cast.
Amanda,
Now, here's my question. We were just talking
I'm going to
about
give
a second
this to
ago.
you. I hope you appreciate that. And you become more my friend. I get a victory point.
Aw.
Trust him now, but just wait. the rules will make him betray you.
I'm sure you're saying that because you're hostile with it.
I clearly am, because
But I have to
the
exhaust
rules
something. I'll exhaust
force my friend
some
fight
boots
me.
to do
It's
that.
Not fair to him. I was saying, we were just talking about a second ago that they're planning to remake Clue of all things with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool playing. Would a Clue TV series work?
No.
Possibly.
No.
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 I need to.
The first movie was
find out
perfect.
Something.
It's pretty good.
There's no need to revisit it. I like Ryan Reynolds a lot, and I like the Deadpool crew. Like, they've done a wonderful job with Deadpool. I don't think they need to remake Clue. But that does beg the question. If Ryan Reynolds is going to be in a remake of Clue, what role does he play?
Hold on. Can we just scrap Clue entirely, and can I request a different remake with the same cast?
Okay, with just Ryan Reynolds.
John,
With Ryan Reynolds
I am attacking
and that same
so I
crew.
exhaust.
Murder by
actually, no.
death.
First,
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot one of your dudes.
That could.
with
I feel
my,
like that could be revisited.
What was the remake? I'm sorry.
Murder by death.
Murder by Death. Oh, isn't that the parody of the Agatha Christie?
Amanda, I get a victory point
Stories
for
with,
killing one of John's
what is the
birds.
name?
Frankenfurter? I mean,
Short Circuit remake. That would be
Yeah.
interesting. Victory point. There we go.
Don't worry, that's going to
I
get
don't-
easier as you get further in
I
the game.
really don't think
And now, John, I'm a fight
Ryan
you.
Reynolds could play
So I
Tim
exhaust a
Curry's
sword
role. I love Ryan Reynolds, but
and I
no.
roll them bones.
The Butler? No, Wadsworth.
Oh, Wadsworth.
All right,
No.
John.
Well,
With
You have
real
a special
diversity in
ability when
cast,
I'm attacking you, correct?
It'd be nice. Not holding up.
actually, in one of the endings, it is
What?
revealed that Tim Curry is Mr. Body.
I'm
Discard trade.
incredibly aware of the endings of Clue.
Oh, when I craft,
I have
get
the
a point.
whole movie memorized.
Oh.
I need you to understand
important.
that Andy and I have recited it from memory to each other through the course of a day.
Okay.
You know I did the play, right?
I think he'd be a fun mustard. I think a fun mustard.
See, that's what I was thinking. I think he could definitely play Colonel Mustard, and it would be very funny.
I think that could work. I want him to be like the. What is the actor's name who plays the original Colonel Mustard? I forget.
Martin.
Martin
no.
Mull.
Martin Mull.
I almost said Martin Sheen. I was like, that's not right.
Nope,
Molly.
different Martin.
His visuals are just so good. But I would love if he went full on in with the war-torn safari style from like the 90s Clue, where he's got the monocle and the perfect mustache and everything. I'd like that.
almost like the Jumanji Hunter.
But
Yes,
it doesn't
okay.
really. But if they're gonna remake, they shouldn't remake Clue.
They shouldn't.
That's
But
my.
although,
Gremlins
wait,
either, but they're doing
wait,
that.
we can bring it around.
They
I had a
remade
couple
Critters,
friends
for
who
God's
were
sake.
socialists. See, it works again. It's come back around.
Travis, you've taken this so far out of left field I can't even remember. Andy, I'm sorry. How much damage do I get?
So I rolled a 3 and a 0,
Okay.
but I seem to recall that the birds,
Yeah.
when they are defending, get the higher roll instead of the lower
No,
roll.
that's him.
Oh, it's the
that's
Woodland
Ralph's
Alliance that gets the higher roll.
Yeah.
All right, so I have one active sword, so I do 1 damage to you,
Hey Andy.
thus
Stab
killing
it.
another bird.
Andy.
We've got an update for you.
Oh, lovely. That's wonderful. Thank you, Windows.
It's scheduled in 15 minutes.
Well,
Yeah, that
you
needs
guys-
to get dealt with.
Now back to the important thing, these remake discussions.
No.
Let's say
No.
Amanda, could you give me a victory point, please?
Yes.
let's say that
No.
All right, we're
what
not
other
talking
food
about
would it
this.
work
No.
Okay. So that's 2 things that I done.
for? Would they add 6 endings instead of 3? With every character doing it?
They were
can
going to,
move.
but there were length restrictions.
If I remember right, Mr. Mustard was supposed to be the 4th one, right?
I'm gonna
He was
use
the
my
one they were
boots
filming before they ran out of money.
I
to
guess.
move over here, I guess.
Okay.
And
Is that it?
at the end of my turn, I draw a card.
Okay, Andy. We
Yes.
were talking remakes a second ago. Did you hear anything?
No, I was reading instructions.
Okay,
He was
Amanda,
playing
it's
the
your
game.
turn.
that's true. That's the thing about this one. We can have full-on lengthy discussions.
My brain is not up to having conversations and following this game. My brain isn't up to following this game. Being distracted by other conversations is not helping.
Oh, do you need me to get that? Can you reach? Can I reach? That is the real question.
We're good. We're good. Yeah, that's...
So Andy gave me a card.
Yeah. We'll start with Birdsong.
The remake.
Yeah, it's Birdsong. That's when this card happens.
Oh, sorry. But you have to activate it first. You have to put it out on.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I started with Andy gave me this card.
Yes.
And it happens in Birdsong, which is at the beginning.
Yes.
So I'm going to put out...
No.
So what do I do to activate the card?
You have to construct it. You have to
You
build
make
the
it
card.
And then it goes off your next person.
I can't do that.
What?
What do pentagons mean?
Oh,
Inside the pentagon, it tells you where you can construct it.
It's a question mark.
anywhere.
It's 4 pentagons with question marks.
So you must control 4 territories?
Any 4 territories, which you do, because you have here, 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 and here. And there.
And there.
Yeah, she controls a whole bunch. Yeah, let me...
Take your time.
So...
Flames. Flames.
Building.
Actually, I'm feeling that right now.
Well, I was just reading chat.
I know, but I'm also feeling it right now.
That's the only improvised line, isn't it? It was a very
well-structured
script, right? And they didn't want to... Which is interesting, because it feels like a lot of Mr. Green stuff is improv. Like, I did not kill him. Feels like just a great joke they kept bringing back, but it felt like just an in-the-moment kind of thing. Who was everybody's favorite character from that movie?
Scarlet.
Scarlet's great.
It's supposed to be Carrie Fisher.
I remember
I
that,
heard
yeah.
that,
But there
yeah.
was conflict, right? Or something like that?
She was in rehab.
Oh.
Yeah.
Travis?
I hold a certain affinity for Mr. Green because that's the role I played.
Oh, really?
Mr. Green is a close second.
He's really cool.
He's very good.
And
The actor who played him is in the upcoming Good Omens.
I've
really,
seen Good Omens. I've avoided a lot of stuff.
Shadwell?
Really?
Yeah,
That's
he's the
awesome.
Witchfinder General.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that now.
Okay, Amanda.
Travis, I don't
In answer
have
to
this
your
decided
question.
yet.
I think I'm right.
Are you a fan of Terry Pratchett's Good Omens? Or Terry Pratchett's and Neil Gaiman's Good Omens?
it's bold of you to assume that I've read books.
Okay. Well, I mean, you started with, you recently picked up that Reckoners. I just didn't know if you read anything else.
I have picked it up. I've started. I never finished Good Omens, and it was good
I love
from
that
what I
book so
read,
much.
and I should probably revisit it.
Yeah,
Well, the TV show comes out soon.
very, very
About
soon.
a month or two.
So I gotta get on it. Is what you're saying.
Or,
Or
Do
just enjoy
it
when it comes
do
out.
it before the TV series comes out, so that the TV series doesn't skew my view. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
All right,
I'd say
Yes,
they're making it a
I
miniseries, right?
can't track other conversations
yes.
and this game
That-
at
I'm
the
waiting
same
until
time.
they're done talking so I can tell you the answer to the question. The answer to the question is, you can craft a card in a crafting location, a workshop that you own,
Okay.
that matches that card.
Okay.
That particular card requires 4 crafting workstations. So you would have to use 4 workstations
Okay.
at once in order to craft that
Well,
card.
then you gave me a card I can't use. So
Until you've built 2
thank
more
you.
workstations, yes.
Was that the plan?
You gave me a card and you were like,
didn't-
I hope
hadn't thought
I
that
hope you
far ahead.
appreciate this. And it's a use I can't use it.
Oh, man.
So no, I don't actually appreciate it. Thank you.
I
very
hope you
much.
appreciate this albatross I have hung on your neck.
Basically.
Wow.
I mean, you could build 2 more workshops and then craft
Yeah,
it.
do his bidding. For
Well,
for
I
his
don't have the
convenience.
wood to build 2 more workshops in this
Oh.
turn because I'm up to 2 wood per
Yeah.
thing, and then it's 3
So you
wood.
need 5 wood.
But I appreciate you trying to play my character for me.
Sorry.
I don't appreciate it, actually.
No?
We did the learn to play, and the learn to play scripted our moves.
Yeah.
I don't love having my moves scripted by another player. It's not fun.
Fair.
Not fun at all.
Yeah. That is absolutely.
See,
Because it seems like you were trying to like help me with a thing, but it doesn't actually end up helping me because I can't do the thing that you were trying to like get me to do.
Yeah, it's
I was
a little
gonna
bit
say,
of work to get it out there.
It's a
tell
lot
what-
of work actually to get it out there because I need a total of
5 wood.
5 more wood.
Yeah.
Well, 3 more wood to
Yeah.
do that. So bird song.
What does your...
Bird song.
Sorry. Yes. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Okay. Place 1 wood at each sawmill. Then I can craft using workshops, but I don't have anything to craft. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't have anything that I can craft right now.
Right, you need 1... Well,
I mean, there are things I
Yeah.
could do, but yeah.
if you have a hammer, I would very much like it.
I
Give
don't.
you more stuff.
I
Okay.
don't have a hammer.
I'm just saying.
There's only one hammer in this game.
I could really use a
I
hammer.
don't have a hammer.
Fine.
You're just wondering how to craft it for yourself.
Yeah, John could craft
I
a
know how
hammer
to
and then
craft
I
the
can't
hammer.
get it.
It's
I know how to do
eternally
it.
to keep it in your inventory.
No, it's hilarious. I think that, but to do that, I need a card. That would
So
be
I'm gonna spend 2 wood
Gotcha.
Okay.
to build this sawmill
Oh, that's 2 more
That's
points.
one
That's
action.
awesome.
here. So that's 2 victory points for me.
Yep.
That's me there. And
You are correct, Lobster of Revenge. A hammer would be very useful for me.
Oh my god.
See, I need a hammer to craft. I can't craft any of the cards. Okay, I'm just saying, that's why I want the hammer.
we know. None of us, either none of us can help you or none of us want to help you at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It would be a weird irony if I had the hammer and couldn't craft it because, although I could give it to somebody.
Don't give it to me because I'll just throw it in my
Yeah.
thing just to spite you. you
This will make a
monster.
fine addition to my
It's
collection.
not my fault that I attacked you, John.
I know.
So that was 1
It
action.
wasn't me, it was the script.
Yes, that was 1 action.
Um,
I have a question,
I would have waited at
Amanda.
least 3 turns to
Yeah.
I remember
backstab
from
you.
reading the instructions that you have an
right.
overwork ability.
Yes.
What does it do?
I can spend a card to place 1 wood at a sawmill in a matching clearing.
Okay.
So if I had a fox card, I could place a wood here. If I have a mouse card, I can place a wood here. If I have a bunny card, I can place a wood there.
And if you have a bird card, you could place a wood anywhere.
I have a question. Can you do the same action multiple times? Or does it
Yes.
have to be the
Yeah.
same action? Okay.
There's 1 action that she can only do once, and I think it's fight. I can't remember.
It doesn't say.
Oh.
No, recruit once per turn.
Okay.
I can fight as much as I want.
You do
I
have
guess
a big
you
army.
are the fighty fight folk.
I will fight you in the bunny clearing parking lot.
Thank you. It's evolved so far from where it started.
Such humble beginnings.
I really am excited to play with that expansion, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to. So I built.
Yes, you did builded. That was 1 action. You have 2 more.
I'm gonna overwork by spending a wood here.
By-
Placing a wood there.
By using a mouse card.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I have a couple of those.
Okay.
I'll discard my mouse in a sack.
Oh, mouse in a sack lets you build a sack. Well, I have a sack, so
And then get a victory point, and then discard
the victory
it.
point is probably valid.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Guys, I have a proposal for you, and this could backfire on me. How do you folks feel about
can
playing
only
to
create.
15 points instead of 30?
I say we play until we're just done.
Okay.
Because, I mean, going for an end game, I feel like it's going to just
And
add
then
more
I feel
pressure.
like I'm done.
Yeah, let's just go. till
And
we're done.
then I'm going to.
One more action.
I mean, I'm definitely not a fan of it. My engine is a slow burn.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true. That's true.
I-
Your
and,
engine is
You
slow.
completely.
I'm going to spend 2 wood.
How do you guys feel about removing the Woodland Alliance from the game entirely?
Exactly.
Making them just a total non-factor.
Build a workshop here.
2 more points. Awesome.
Yeah, 2 more points for Amanda. Up to 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amanda's in the lead.
That's how I get points, is by
Building and fighting.
things. Even fighting, it's not like
Oh, yeah, I guess fighting doesn't really get you
fighting
points.
isn't really. It doesn't get me points. It just gains me territory.
You're
Yeah.
the only one who gets points from killing hostiles.
Yeah, and
I
you're
get
the
it.
only hostile nation to me right now.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
kill hostiles and remove.
Oh, I kill
boy.
buildings. I aim
You,
to
you
destroy
remove.
everything
You remove
around.
tokens.
All right, John, your turn.
Oh, I want what that bunny.
But we agreed that meeples are tokens, right?
What's up? So my question is real quick.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. So if I have 3 bunnies, it's 3 recruits. If I change the suit, it's the same thing, right?
Yes, but you recruit in a clearing that matches the card.
Okay, so it can be different cards though.
You can put different cards in there, yes.
Okay, good.
But only 1 bird can be put out per turn when you're programming. You place 2 cards out during your programming phase, but only 1 bird can be put out.
Hold on, I need to check my thing real quick. Recruits. Matching clearing with roots. Well, before it kept telling me I played 2 birds each time I recruited. So I think
No,
per
no,
recruit
you're
card-
getting confused.
Yeah.
I'm saying when you put cards into your program,
Yes.
you can place 1 bird.
Oh, bird cards.
Yes.
Okay. Great. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm going to be playing 2 foxes.
Fox.
Dominance fox.
Dominance fox.
So that's 2 dominance cards out of the game. Alright, so
John is 1 turn away now
what?
from not being able to execute his program because he's out of birds.
Unless
If
they
I
die.
don't kill any more of his birds,
Okay. 2 in the fox area. Over there.
okay?
I've got 3 rabbits, and I think the only rabbit I have is there.
Yeah. Okay. Next, move.
Next, I'm going to move.
Move from any space because you have a bird in your move slot.
I'm going to move this bird. I'll move these guys here.
How many?
Move 4. Yes. Next, it is a battle.
When a player removes sympathy or moves any warrior into a sympathetic clearing, that player must add a matching card from their hand to your supporters.
Oh. Do you have a?
If they cannot, they show you
This is a
their
mouse
hand,
clearing.
and you draw a card
Yeah.
to add it to your
You
supporters.
draw a card or I draw a
I draw a card.
card? Okay.
Well, it goes to his supporters. So
I
if
mean, it
you-
goes to my supporters
If your
anyway.
remaining card is a mouse card or bird card,
It's not.
okay, then this is a supporter for you, Travis.
Okay.
I'm glad Travis is paying attention to his board.
It's true, it's pretty important.
I had forgotten that.
Oh wait,
right,
I
you
didn't
have
want to
guerrilla
go
war.
that way. I've made
Well, you already done it, and he already got his
You
supporter.
already done did it.
I guess so.
So now you're in build phase,
No, battle phase.
battle phase.
I have to battle.
Battle in any space.
Any space I wish. So, I'm going to be battling the... I guess guess I'll battle the cat in my
I guess.
box area.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll them dice.
2-0.
Okay, so Amanda, do you want to rescue this cat? It is in a fox area. Okay. So that cat is gone. Now, John, you're in roost phase, build.
Yeah, and I can't build.
So John has a revolution.
No, it's a turmoil.
It's turmoil.
Read
But
your terminology, Andy.
what happens during turmoil, John?
If you cannot take an action in the decree, first, humiliate. Lose 1 victory point per bird card on the decree. So there's 3
There's
pins.
3, so you lose 3 points. Ouch.
Second, discard decree except for the visors. So this is gone and these gone. Then choose and flip the leader card face down, and then choose a new guy and reassign visors. So I get a new dude.
Are you getting your owl?
I'm gonna go with I guess the combat leader.
Owl exterminators.
Battle and recruit.
So you're always going to lose at least 2. Interesting.
I'm glad,
And so
I'm
everything
glad
that came
someone
out from there goes in the discard pile.
Yes.
I'm asking you to
sorry,
hand me
sorry,
those
sorry.
cards.
1 second. Yes.
Okay.
Right. And that's pretty much it. Rest. Immediately end daylight and go to evening. So I get 3 more points.
Oh, yeah?
And then I get 2 new cards.
Okay. Well, that were a thing that happened. Travis.
Wow. You done goofed.
That's why I asked if I could take that back.
Yeah, because he needed to
You
move
done
birds.
goofed. You done goofed, man. Revolt.
Okay.
Where?
There.
Oh, no.
You're losing all of it. You're taking this very well.
I really don't care at this point. I'm very tired.
We're all tired.
Can I be kind of...
So does he lose his roost as well?
The roost is gone. The roost goes back. And I get to place my mouse.
Yep.
And I place and warriors there equal to the number matching sympathetic clearings.
So you have
But I only
You have
of
3
matching.
sympathetic. Oh.
So
Okay,
I would
so
read
1.
that as only mouse clearings, and I
Yeah.
only have 1 right now.
I'd like
Yeah.
to check the rules, please.
Sure.
Just
That's how I would read it, but
I agree with you. So you get 1 mouse root. He is looking at the revolt section for the Woodland Alliance.
Woodland Alliance.
Place a warrior in the officer box, so you do get to put a warrior over here. Place the matching base and warriors there equal to the total number of matching sympathetic clearings. Yeah.
Matching an unbuilt base. Spend 2 supporters matching the suit of the chosen clearing. So if it's a mouse clearing, yeah, you just play that guy there.
Yeah.
yeah, so just the 1.
Result
Yep.
effect.
Which is-
Removal enemy pieces in the chosen clearing. Then
Yep.
place the base.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I'm pretty sure
We're
I
done.
did it right.
Yeah, I think you did.
All right.
Spread sympathy?
I don't have any cards to spread sympathy
Can't
with.
do that then.
Actually, that's supporter.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if
that's
you can
supporter
spend a
cards.
bird to cause a revolt.
Oh, wait a second. You spend revolt. You spend supporter cards to revolt.
You have to spend them from that deck.
Oh no!
Travis, you done goofed, son.
I done goofed. I done goofed.
Were you aware of that, or were you not?
I was genuinely unaware. I thought that came from my hand. I played it right before. I don't know why I played
Because
it
the
incorrectly
rules-
this time.
Yeah,
Told you how to play it.
the learn to play rules mandated.
Can you do it anywhere else?
I mean,
Oh,
if you have-
sure.
If you have 2 birds in your hand, or if you have a
You mean
bird
in the support
in the
area?
supporters, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
bird and a mouse.
You could do the rabbits
Or two
and just mess
nieces.
with Andy. That's pretty funny. Or I don't think there's anywhere else you can go, right? If you had 2 birds. Now my question is, it says matching. Does that mean it has to be 2 birds if he wants to do a revolt?
How do you mean?
As in they have to, birds are wild, but they have to be the matching suit. So you need 2 birds.
But birds
No,
are
no, no.
birds are wild.
2 things that match that. So a bird and a mouse, or 2 birds or 2 mice.
I just didn't know if you needed 2 birds to be able to do it anyway.
No.
Yeah, we've been playing Birds Are Wild, which, if birds are wild. So yes, instead, from the supporter deck, apologies, guys. There we go. And we will instead do the bunny clearing over here.
So you
Revolting there.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this is gone. Does this go?
I don't think it destroys
No,
ruins,
it doesn't
no.
destroy ruins. Okay.
But my workshop.
I don't know what it does to me.
On your play mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means she loses the points that
No.
No, because I got the point.
I think it's just gone. I think it's just...
Well,
revolting.
all right, so I still get the officer and a warrior here instead. Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, so that's where we're landing on that. Is just the
I think
workshop
so.
is gone.
Yeah.
All right. So that's out now. I can spread sympathy if I wanted to. Spread sympathy. Supporters.
you get a point when you just remove. You score 1 victory point per enemy building or token you cause to be removed by dealing a hit.
By dealing a hit.
Yes, which I guess the revolt
That,
doesn't count.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Place sympathy card adjacent to sympathetic clearing. Okay. I will not spread. Well, because I need 2
You
at
need
this
2
point.
now, yeah.
Yeah, I will not do that for the time being. Instead, now I do have cards in my hand that I can use now. Craft using sympathy. So with my,
Yep.
with that one right there. Now, does the sympathy discard when I use it to craft?
No,
or?
the sympathy stays there. It's
Okay.
just your crafting station.
Okay, so I am going to
Craft some tea.
craft some tea.
Okay.
So I get 2 victory points for that.
Yep, and you get some tea in your crafted items.
Oh, did you score for the building? We just no, never mind. We just talked about it.
Yep.
1,
I just
2.
moved up 2. I just moved it up 2.
Oh, you just moved it up too. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just that far behind.
Okay.
That's how his faction works. He gets big points out of nowhere.
And
Mobilize, train.
yeah, I'm gonna put that there.
Okay. And now evening. Military operations.
And military operations, I have 3 actions I can do.
Yes.
I am going to.
You have far fewer warriors than the other 2 do.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, I'm a deposed royalty.
And she's an invading army of cats.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these things happen. So I am going to move.
Golden rule.
Move 1 down here.
Okay. That's 1 move.
I'm going to
No, agreements between players in this game are non-binding.
Non-binding. Yep.
recruit there.
Completely
Yep. And 1 more action.
And I will.
Pieces, enemy ruler.
I'll recruit there.
Oh, wait a second. You can't recruit here. There's no base.
No, I moved there.
Oh.
I moved one of these to move over there.
Yep. You're good.
So that will do it.
Okay.
I now draw 3 cards.
3 cards for you. And to me. So, refresh. I refresh 5 items. My tea is now asleep.
I think you keep it there and you just, because it never goes back in your bag, right? I think you just flip it over in the area.
Can you look up refresh?
1 minute. Keep going your thing.
Slip. I may slip somewhere.
Daylight.
I think I'll stay where I am, though. I'm going to...
Oh, these are the river folk. They are the lizard cult, not the alligator cult. I think that's important.
Travis, I'm going to give you this card.
Okay.
And buy your tea and get a victory point for advance. Oh, I get 2 victory points for advancing you. Oh, and I have to. That's aid. I can use anything to aid. I'll use my crossbow for that. Actually, no, I'll use boots to do that. I'm going to use my other boots. No.
Are they made for walking, Andy?
They are made for walking. I'm going to use a torch.
Andy,
to explore
only
here.
ever flip 2 items plus 1 for each tea.
Plus 2 per tea. Refresh 3 items plus 2 per tea.
It says flip 2 exhausted items face up for each tea face up at the start of your bird song.
Yes.
Per
3
tea.
items
Oh, so
plus 2 per tea.
Okay.
3 is a base, plus 2 per tea.
Got another sword.
And does it specify, do teas exhaust when you...
I believe so, because if you exhaust a tea or a backpack or the coins, move it to your satchel. When it is exhausted, it goes to your satchel.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to move. Moving myself over here. And then I'm going to shoot and kill this burb. Getting me another victory point. And then I don't want to fight Amanda. Maybe I'll give her... Oh no, I don't have another...
You can...
Oh, I could use one of my swords to give her a card.
Can you just fight the roost?
No. Actually...
You just shake the branches?
That's a good question.
No, it's defenseless. You can fight the roost.
Yeah, I could fight the roost.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to use a sword to fight that roost.
Andy, did you flip... When you got the extra item, did you flip your bag?
No.
I don't understand how this works exactly.
Yeah, why would
There's
why would
a lot about this game that I don't understand.
why would a bag need to be flipped?
Because they all need to be flipped, apparently.
There's just a lot going on. It's asymmetric.
So
one.
I
And
get 1
2,
automatic hit.
This
because
is
it's
like
undefended, right?
my turn option.
So that roost is destroyed.
And there's just a lot to keep track of.
I mean, it was 3-0 anyway.
We're
Yeah.
all tired. So.
I utterly destroyed that roost, but I don't think that counts as a victory point for me. And I'm going to use my other sword.
Thunderstorm. Jealous.
Amanda.
Yeah, hi. Jen gets a thunderstorm. Why don't I get a thunderstorm?
What?
Jen got a thunderstorm. It's basically pie.
I'm just going to give this to you.
Why'd you use the sword?
Is it another thing that I can't
I have
do
to
anything
use, for aid, I can use any item. So I used my sword to aid her, which raises her on the track. I get 2 victory points. So now we have to figure out bags. How do bags work?
You don't
Because I have a maximum capacity
Did
of
you draw
6.
your hand, yes or no?
I did not.
All right, draw back up.
So I draw 1.
And it is your go.
Oh, I thought we were figuring out bags.
Well, he can do that on his turn.
Yeah, I'll figure that out now.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry. Oh, I never checked anyone's hand.
If you have more items total in your satchel and damage box than your item limit, 6 plus 2 per bag, face up on the matching track, remove the items.
It's over there. Andy
there's-
took it.
There's nothing about exhausting bags, John.
It says it flips, doesn't it?
No.
Up in the corner with flipped items, with the tea kettle and everything, going into the satchel.
Pausing my turn. Or I could just do my turn while they're not paying attention and they would never know what I did.
I mean, I can use my bag for other things.
Oh,
like I
that's
could
probably
use
what
it
it
to aid her.
Okay.
But no, as long as
Well,
it's
you
there,
need him to
it's
complete
just...
your quest, right? Is that
Oh
what it is?
yeah, I could
That's
use
what-
it to complete quests. I forgot about my quests completely. I should remember my quests. Sorry, go ahead, Amanda.
Are you the only one who does quests?
Yes. Yeah, I utterly forgot quests.
Hence why there's a raccoon imaged on each one of
The
those
way
quests.
this game has been balanced is it's always going to have the cats and the birds.
Yeah.
Vagabond and Woodland Alliance, it basically goes with priority. Vagabond's last, Woodland Alliance in a 3-player game with this, and then...
Yeah,
Kids and birds.
see, clearly the cats and the birds are the aggressors because they have angry eyebrows.
Yes.
And then the mice and the
I will
raccoons
point
have the
out,
shifty
I don't have
eyes.
eyebrows. That's just how my eyes look.
Do cats have eyebrows? They have whiskers, but
That's just all fur.
I guess.
Yeah, no, well, the eyebrows are fur, but they're also entirely fur, so their eyebrows encompass their entire body.
My eyebrows make me look different depending on which one I raise.
Ah, like the
So I do.
Yeah.
You have to do it for chat. Yeah.
And then
That's pretty good.
I can raise each eyebrow independently. It just gives me a different
Different
facial
expression.
depending on which one I raise.
This is something I didn't
You
know
gotta-
about
gotta
you.
go.
I learned a thing today, chat.
Eyebrow.
We've known each other for how long?
Yeah, how long, Andy?
Like 30 years? No, not quite.
Not quite. No.
20 years.
25.
Yeah.
Because we started emailing each other. We started talking in like 95.
Yeah.
Because Matt and Cleves hadn't graduated yet at the time. So that was 95. 94, 95.
Yeah.
The Crow had come out on video. Is where we're
This
where
is
we're
true.
at.
Let's
That's
here.
pause
good.
and think about how you just dated yourself.
I was listening to the soundtrack in the car today.
Bro?
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't remember the sound.
It's
been so
really
long
good.
since I've seen The Crow.
That is a
Is
solid.
it a safe for work soundtrack?
Yeah, it's because no, no, it is not. It's got 9 Inch Nails on it. I would
I knew
say
that.
no. Yeah, it still holds up. It's still a solid movie, and the soundtrack is still super solid, and it is definitely not work safe.
Cyber everything agrees.
yeah.
No.
But yeah, so that was like 94, 95. So it's been about 25 years,
Yeah.
just about.
Yeah. Almost.
And you didn't know that I could raise my eyebrows independly.
I didn't know that. Or that it made you have
Have
different
different
expressions.
facial
You
expressions.
never showed that to me. Yeah.
I either look angry or confused, depending on which one. You heard a cover of the... There's a Bjork song on it?
This is right eyebrow surprise.
We're gonna... Yeah. Yeah, hold on a moment. I'm gonna look a thing up after my turn ends.
Do you want this to, should we go for another few rounds, or, because it's already 9:30?
So, what I'm gonna do right now is spend some wood.
Well, did you do bird song first?
Yeah, I put wood at each sawmill.
Oh, sorry. I have been paying so much attention.
I know.
Okay.
And now I'm going to build a thing.
Sure.
By spending...
Oh, a cover of the Bjork song from the Tank Girl soundtrack.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing. I was going to be like, are you thinking about Tank Girl? But I didn't say that because I was like, maybe I'm wrong. But I was going to ask if it was Tank Girl you were thinking of. Yeah, the Tank Girl soundtrack is also very solid. And having seen Captain Marvel recently, my head is firmly in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nine Inch Nails t-shirt.
One,
Yes.
two, believe me, I'm thinking of a cosplay. Three, I need 90s grunge Carol. That's 3.
Yep.
To build another sawmill.
Sure.
That's 3 more points. Sweet.
Okay. Yep, that works.
I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
To join Andy right there.
That was one action. You
Yep.
have 2 more.
So I'm also going to recruit. Place 1 warrior at each recruiter. So I have a recruiter there, and I have a recruiter up there.
Okay.
And
Five, 6, 7. Okay. I'm just counting the number of things in my satchel. I imagine that, I'm running through the woods with a giant bag with a $sign on it.
You haven't
I'm a
used your
bandit.
thief ability very much, have
No,
you?
I haven't used my thief ability at all because none of you are building anything. Or it's take cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stealing cards.
Excuse me.
You're the lazy one in this relation. You're the one who's not using it actively.
I have to use a torch to do that.
I just made you a teapot.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the teapot, and thank you for the
Tank
crossbow
Girl might
earlier.
be hard to find
You
these
need to
days,
keep working
which
on
is a real pity.
You gotta set up.
Do we have it on DVD or did we watch it on video?
We have it on DVD.
What do I need to do?
us.
Focus
Yeah,
on
we own it on DVD. You know what?
Got plenty of
Lobster
turns left.
Revenge.
Totally
Next time we
take
see
this
you,
out.
which I assume will be relatively soon. I don't know if you're coming in for early April.
Yeah, I gotta spread some sympathy.
But
I
if
think
we do
is
see you soon, we will loan you our copy of Tank Girl.
yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack is pretty easy to pull together for that. It's a very solid soundtrack. So I had 1 action left. I'm going to overwork
Okay.
by spending a card.
I just want to see how much those are all worth.
I'm going to spend a card to
Yeah.
put a wood in a sawmill at a matching clearing. So that was a bunny. And I have wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, next time you visit, we'll loan you our copy.
I love the engine for each different faction.
Oh,
They
yeah,
each have
I
a very
have
different
some-
way to play.
Some thoughts about
What should we have there?
All right, John.
The rules state in this version that they talk
We're
about
old,
the
Pi.
cult and the otter folk. Are they in this?
No,
I need you
they're
to
in the
understand
expansion.
We're really
So it's
old.
weird that they include that.
Yeah, they're in the rules, but
Andy and I also met in high school, so
Okay.
it's not like
wait, nope, you can't do that.
we've known each other, but like we were dating in a bar or something. We were like we were young at the time.
I want to do that, I guess.
Jen and I, so Cyber Everything and I have known each other since '99.
Oh, right. It doesn't matter if one's blank, right?
Right.
Because then you're still set.
Yeah, you're
that
doing
correct?
nothing there.
Yeah, because that was the year
But it's
you,
not a
you
negative.
started it.
No.
BFZ.
Got it.
During your birdsong, when you're setting things into your program,
Yeah.
is it a
Yeah,
may or
'cause
is it a
you,
must?
You came to the first
What?
Like you must play
You
2
came to, like,
cards
the-
into
You
it?
have to have at least one.
casting for.
You must play at
Rocket.
least one card
or
in.
2. It says if your hand is empty, draw a card.
Yep.
Add 1 or 2
You came to the
cards
casting for
to
Rocket
your decree.
when
Okay.
you
One
left
card may be a bird.
Melissa.
And then If you have no
No.
roosts,
Lilith
place a
and I.
roost and 3 warriors
Um,
in your clearing.
Lilith, Stevie, and I
Peace
all
totals.
looked at each other and were like,
US peace totals. Okay.
Yeah.
"Yep, okay,
Yeah.
she's ours. We claim her."
Well,
Wait, with the fewest piece totals?
yeah.
Getting
Meaning,
cast.
US
immediately.
total pieces. So I guess it would be somewhere, anywhere? I don't know.
Because it would have been Stevie Lil.
It's weird.
No, it was Lil, Liz, and I. Because we were the 3 people running Rocky that year.
There we go. Whoa.
That's Derek.
Derek?
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot he was back there. Alright. Buzzards. I get 2 birds now for each roost.
What?
Oh.
Oh, because you have the warbird.
Yep, warbird.
He's not going to be around for long.
I gotta play 2 anywhere. And then I'll move over to...
So recruit.
You're getting a thunderstorm now? I'm so jealous. I mean, that makes sense, though, geographically.
Then I will move...
Knowing where you
to
are,
here.
Pi, and knowing where
From where?
Cyber everything is.
Let's go from here.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm fighting Andy.
That does make sense.
No! You're going to break my stuff!
Fight.
Oops, sorry. 2-1.
You monster.
Well, you break 2 of my things. I'm going to say you break one of my boots, and...
Wait, aren't you, when you get attacked when you're the defender, don't you get to use the higher roll? Or
No, that's him.
Oh,
We've all
okay.
made that mistake today, which is very funny.
I'll say you break one of my swords.
Okay.
So I've got
Okay, well
2
then there's
damaged
2
items.
thunderstorms.
Okay.
That was all of your program. Now evening.
Sister
I get 2
gain-
more points.
2 points?
Sure.
I get 2 cards.
Okay. Travis.
Okay. Do I revolt?
I want it. I want a thunderstorm.
We're here?
I just want one
Okay.
in my pocket.
We talked about last week video ASMR stuff. Is thunderstorms anyone's favorite sort of thing?
Thunderstorms
yeah,
are
love
amazing.
The
I
sound
love
of
them.
a thunderstorm.
Thunderstorms are
Oh,
the
by
most
the way-
common thing I have to set like a white noise generator to help me sleep. If I don't have anything else, a thunderstorm is definitely like my go-to
Yeah.
sound to try and.
Speaking
relax
of
to.
things that we were talking about last week,
Oh.
Yeah.
last week we were talking about
Sorry.
movies that involved transportation, and one of
did.
you
Yes.
came up with an idea after the stream that I thought was
Oh.
brilliant. Which one of you came up with that? That was you?
Interspace?
Inner Space.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's totally worth a bit.
Oh, I guess I'm not revolting, nor am I spreading sympathy this turn.
Really?
Really.
That stinks.
That's sad.
Doesn't have
I'm
some
sorry
very
you
good
can't take a bath
supporters.
because there's a thunderstorm. That's a bummer.
So instead, I will.
See real quick the rules.
Probably safer, but a bummer.
So instead, I will craft a gently used knapsack.
Okay.
You can have a 5th player in this game, but they get to play the other vagabond.
I get 1 victory point,
Oh.
if I could
2
please.
vagabonds is an option.
But there's only 1 vagabond token. How does that even work?
There apparently is 2. That's what it says. Is that?
Steve
Oh,
just
that's
doesn't
the
Just take a look at
Oh.
this real quick.
Never mind.
With the Riverfolk expansion.
That'd be great. But that means there is a 5th player module as well in the
I will
expansion, which would be cool.
put that. I'll retain that for now.
Okay.
And
you're into military operations?
I'm into military operations. I am going to. I'm going to organize.
Ooh, what happens when you organize?
I remove a warrior token, and I replace it with a sympathy token.
Oh, but you can only have 1 sympathy token per area.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Well done.
So the idea there is, I think you move a warrior into a location,
Mm-hmm.
and then you organize with it.
We'll move here. organize with that one.
Okay.
Andy,
Yeah.
when you move into an area with a hostile faction, have you been considering you need to spend extra movement?
Do I?
You do. You
I have not
must exhaust
been.
an extra boot to move into a clearing with any warrior of any number from hostile factions.
I have not been doing that. Okay. Ding.
Bad boy.
There we go.
Bad.
There's
I've
our
been
I
mistake.
cheating.
knew there was reasons that this was too easy for you to keep killing birds. Naughty.
So I've organized here,
Yep.
and then I will move, organize, and then I'm going to recruit back into that same. Well, I can recruit
Any
anywhere
place that has a base.
anywhere that has a base.
Yeah,
Right.
so there or there.
So I'll go back there again.
Okay.
Okay.
My go.
Also can cause
Time to
outrage.
refresh
And
stuff.
I will draw 3 cards.
If you cause outrage by moving or battling with allied warriors, you give the matching. What does that mean exactly?
Drink my tea.
What is outrage, Andy? Do you know? It's just
Is
something
that becoming hostile? I don't know.
I'm trying to. No, you got infamy for attacking somebody. It cost you extra to move into a clearing with somebody from
Yeah.
opposing factions. Aiding hostile factions you can still do, but you can still aid a hostile faction to take craft items. You can form a coalition with a hostile faction. If you do, move the relationship to the indifference space.
John, I'm going to use my slip-free move to slip over here. That does not require me to use a boot. Okay,
Must exhaust
I'm pretty sure.
extra to move into a clearing with any number of warriors. So any ornaments.
Read the slip section
Give me 1 second.
during my bird song.
This has changed everything now.
At no cost.
Sorry, I think I
I'm
just
trying to
lost
find it.
something on my-
Because I'm
I
looking
apologize,
through
chat.
It says right on this player board, at no cost.
Yeah, even if you're moving into hostile, yeah, you can.
Okay, so I move here. Then I'm going to use my torch to explore these ruins and get a hammer. I got a hammer, and I have to discard something. So I'm going to get rid of my broken sword. So my broken sword is gone. So now I have a hammer.
Oh, did I get my 2 points for my sympathy token?
Now
Thank
you
you.
have.
Who wants the...
Darn it. All right, I'm going to use that hammer to make something.
Are you busy with something in the fox area?
That's what I'm looking at.
Also, did I get my victory point for the knapsack?
We
I
moved
don't-
you up 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was probably the knapsack.
I'm going to build a root tea.
Excuse me.
So that gets me 2 victory points. Hang on. No, that's not right. No, that confused me. This fox card I build in a mouse territory.
Yes.
So I can't build that T. I'm not in a mouse territory. So I'll use my boots to move into a mouse territory. Then I'll use that to build that root T and get 2 victory points. Okay. I'm getting this.
So I guess the dominance cards are the coalition cards that you need to fix a relationship. Is that how that works? 'Cause it says you need to form a coalition to fix a
This
relationship.
should be up here.
Yeah. Did we mention this board, by the way, is double-sided?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that at the very end.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think that's my lot. So I'll draw 1 card. That's
the wrong.
that's the discard pile. Okay, guys. I'm getting loopy.
Okay.
Amanda, it's your turn.
Hi.
We've made Catron.
So I have an important question.
Okay. Maybe we can answer it.
Can I build a sawmill in a place where there's already a sawmill?
Yes.
I believe so. As long as there's an open space, you can use any space.
Cool. So at Birdsong, I place wood at every sawmill.
Yep.
After Birdsong, I'm going to spend some of that wood to build another sawmill.
4 points. Wow.
I get 4 points.
Amanda is the first person to reach 15.
Did we agree on that? I forgot.
I mean,
This is cool. I'm good.
it's 15. It's not like it's the end of the game if you guys all want to do like one more round or something.
I'm all
But
good.
I mean, Travis obviously
Well, do you want
is
me to
enjoying.
I just got A's.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't
so that was one action.
Yeah, that was one action.
Can you make it to 20? I'm wondering if
5
you,
more points in one round.
I'm wondering if you use, because you could exhaust and get like.
I can overwork, but I can only overwork. I have to discard a card, and I only get 1 more wood out of that. Or I could do overwork twice, but then I can't build again.
Yeah.
So I'd have to wait for my next turn to build a second. Or actually, I get 1 more action per bird card I spend.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. You can
And
use
you
a
already
bird
have
card
3
to
on the
get an
board.
action.
I'm just wondering if this is a +5. That's what I'm really
It might be.
curious about.
I could build another sawmill. So
Where would you build it, though?
I have 1, 2,
You don't have any
3
building
wood.
spaces available.
That one,
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't count at all because you have no. What is it? Nobility or something like that? What is it called? When you have dominance, it's there was a term in the book. I forget what it was. But basically, you never count towards ties or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna spend that card to put a wood at that one,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna spend a bird card
To get an extra action.
to get an extra action, and use.
So far you've built, you've
I've overworked.
overworked.
I've built, overworked.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're spending 3 wood?
Yeah. I overworked by spending that. I'm spending 4 wood
Yep.
to build this, and that
Okay.
is +5, so that gets me to 20. And I'm going to build that up there by the other cats.
Well, I feel like I'm ready to call this game. What do you guys think?
Can you stop me?
I mean, Travis might be able to.
Travis
'Cause
might
he's
be
gonna
able to.
destroy
Yeah,
these
'cause
two
he's going to get rid of
buildings on
those
his
2
next turn.
there. But I did just put out a lot more sawmills.
And you got a lot of victory points.
Yeah.
Can you do chain reaction with explosions, or is it one area gets blown up?
It's just one area.
And I could spend.
But he can do that any number of times. So if he had sympathy in several areas, he could cause a
Right.
revolt in several areas at once.
Well, I can then spend a card to recruit and have more cats out on the board, so that if someone starts attacking me, I have more cats to defend. So, because I've got that bird card I can't build.
Birds.
Well,
Burbs.
I think we should call it at that, because we were tired at the beginning of this
Yeah.
game, and that was 2 hours ago. 3
That was
hours ago?
that was almost 2.5 hours ago.
2.5 hours ago. But I feel like we can come out with some things to say about this game, having played it for 2/3 of a game.
I recommend reading all the rules at once and then
Just
reading it again.
mainline all those
and
rules.
again.
So let me show you guys the 2 rule books. They have the Learn to Play rule book, this little one,
Yep.
that is 23 pages long.
It has a lot of pictograms.
And yeah, but that covers a lot of the rules for the game. And then they have the exhaustive rules reference book called The Law of Root, which has numerological, like 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 individual rules for everything in the game.
And very few pictures.
And yeah, it has
Yeah,
very
it's
few
just all
pictures.
text,
As it
and it's
clearly
just all
that
states
one is
from
pages.
Chapter
12
3,
pages. Yeah.
Section E,
Yeah.
subsection 3.
So this is definitely a game with a lot of
Yeah.
complexity to it, which is why I chose it to play it on a night when I knew that Amanda would have the day off the next day.
Oh, you're off tomorrow?
I am.
Awesome.
I do have a ton of things I need to do. I don't know why my
But-
iTunes just started playing. That was weird.
But please note, Andy has zero regard for us.
Yes.
yeah.
I figured you guys usually had Saturdays off.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
And I do, but
But I love this game. I can see why it is so astonishingly popular.
It is quite a popular game, I will say that.
Because it has so much going on and so many like cool twists and intricacies, and it seems very well balanced. Like obviously, if you let one faction get a major lead, it's going to be hard to rein them back in.
That's why I think this game is for 4 players.
Yeah.
I've played a game with like 3, and it's just too hard to do that. This is a get a group together and 4 of us play kind of game.
What does it recommend for time? It says 60 to 90 minutes. So on our sliding scale, where 90 minutes is 3 hours, that seems about right.
We got off on a lot of tangents, some of which were my fault, but some of which were during my turn.
the tangent giveth, the tangent taketh away.
There is the expansion, the Riverfolk expansion, which adds 2 more factions.
And the robot cats, right? Or are the robot cats in this version?
No, that's in the expansion. So that allows for 1 player or for cooperative play.
Yes. The robots have taken over the cats.
There, my cats are all guarding their wood.
They're like bored. They're just assimilate.
I miss having lots of cats around. Oh my god.
What happened?
Oh,
iTunes
I know
keeps-
what's happening.
Oh.
I'm hitting the little button on my headphones, and it's starting my music playing.
What is the plan for next week?
Oh, that's an excellent question. So, talking about streams that are coming up. On Sunday, we are going to be playing D&D once more here in the loft. So, that should be a lot of fun.
Can I have that workshop that you stole?
Did I steal a workshop? Oh,
Instead of giving it to me and trusting that I would not put it back out on the board.
yeah, I just stole it.
Yeah, D&D on Sunday. It's gonna be
D&D.
awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
This is the continuation of our adventures in Ravnica, the world of Ravnica. If you haven't had a chance to watch our adventure from last month, I would recommend going down into the YouTube link down below. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you're on our channel already, you should be able to find that. Because that was a ton of fun, and obviously you'll want to know what happened last time before watching our next adventure. Tomorrow, possibly, Amanda will be painting some Fallout figures. This is not a guaranteed thing,
Yeah.
because she
it's
does have a lot
likely.
that she's doing tomorrow.
It's likely. I have to go get my hair cut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my hair cut, and then when I come back, I will probably do some painting. I am trying very hard to get the Fallout figures from the New California expansion painted and done pre-packs, so that I will have them with me as well as my base game figures all painted.
And then next Friday.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes. What's your suggestion?
So we had talked about the aim of this one was to do a bunch of games that hopefully will be available to do at PAX.
Yes, and we have one more adventure before PAX.
So one game that recently got its reprints that we were talking about before, Andy.
Yeah.
Where I'm kind of going with this. Do you think that'd be a fun game to put on screen?
What game are we on?
Fury of
Fury
Dracula.
of Dracula.
Oh. I don't know if that's one we're deep on for PAX.
Yeah. Just because it got a reprint doesn't mean it's available in enough copies, but let me check the list, because I can pull that up right now.
Yeah, take a look at the PAX list.
Let me open up the list of games that we will hopefully be bringing with us.
Because I have my third edition, and I
It
think
requires that I go to Facebook.
I don't know if there's ever been on a 1v all sort of scenario game. Have we done that before on screen?
Yes, we played Summer Camp or whatever it was called.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Right.
Last Friday.
Last Friday. And that was definitely a lot of fun. But I don't believe we've played anything.
Okay, so we haven't played Gizmos.
Ooh,
which is on the list.
I'm curious about that one.
What am I fitting into this bag, Andy?
Everything green. Yeah, Gizmos I think is an excellent suggestion, because I'm very curious about that game, and it is one that we're going to hopefully have plenty of copies to sell at PAX.
Yeah, I don't see Fury of Dracula on here.
Yeah, we'll have some copies.
But Gizmos, I think, would be fun. We do know that there are a couple
John.
of games that are just
No, just burbs,
really
not cards.
difficult to get a hold of, unfortunately. There are a handful of them. Unfortunately, like Everdell is really hard to get a hold of right now. So Wingspan has a story behind
I feel
it.
so bad about Wingspan.
Did you see the
I feel
post
so
that
bad about Wingspan.
Jamie made on that?
Yeah. Wingspan was a Kickstarter, but it would have been available retail. It had pre-order stuff. They allowed pre-orders that exceeded what the original print run were going to be. Not the pre-orders didn't exceed it, but the pre-orders did exceed what would have been allocated to like retail stores. So retail stores can't get Wingspan right now. At least not if people didn't pre-order. Yeah, it's there's a whole thing with Wingspan right now. So unfortunately, but yeah, there are a handful of things that are just really hard to get.
I will say, if you are planning to join us at PAX, and we would love to see you, because PAX is an amazing time, and it would be wonderful to see you there. If you are planning to visit us at PAX, I hope that you'll visit our pre-owned game booth,
Yes.
which is right around the corner from our main booth.
So we actually have a fairly large booth this year, and to give you an idea of what is going to be involved in our booth, imagine our booth as it's been in the past.
I mean, it's expanded every year.
With the two sides of the aisle deal. One side is all games, and one side is games, but also demo space, where we will happily play games with you.
Yes.
And then at the end of the demo space is the Magic Corner, where a couple of well-versed in Magic people will be in a very small space to sell you Magic cards and perhaps purchase Magic cards. But they will talk to you about Magic. They will sell you cards. They'll be more than happy to sell you sealed product. We are also, I believe, going to have singles. So yeah, and we'll have a variety of sealed product available. Around the corner from them is where, so like just imagine, you know, booth, Magic. Back here, pre-owned
Magic
games.
booth. Yep.
So behind, like on the other side of the pre-owned games and the D&D and RPG corner are going to be the pre-owned games, which we have been furiously shrink wrapping.
Yeah.
And labeling and making sure
So
that
if there's
everything
any hard to find
matches up.
games that you've been looking for,
there's some
there's
impressive
some
stuff
good
back
stuff
there.
in this collection, and we also have a vast collection of very old strategy and RPG style games.
Like military strategy games.
There's also a great collection of sports games. These are so amusing, these licensed sports games from 1995.
Oh, I was gonna say In Pursuit of Par. Do we have a copy of that?
We don't have In Pursuit of Par. I'm sorry, Travis.
Unless-
you can't
unless
get a
I-
backup copy.
Unless I offer up my copy.
Yeah.
But is it gonna? But what we want is that limited edition.
Oh, the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah. We gotta keep an eye out for that.
But we have like an NHL licensed game and NBA and a MLB, and all of them say on the front of the box in big letters, contains new players from 1995. So yes, they have the stats of the 1995 teams.
Vintage. We also have a number of small games. There's probably a couple of unlock type things in there. So the sorts of games where you're going to play it once with your friend group and then you're not going to play it again because that was like...
And I don't want to list things on stream, but there are some exceptionally hard to find games in our pre-owned game section.
I know there's at least one game in there that comes with an expansion packed in.
Yep.
It's in the box. You've got it. There are definitely some. There's at least one that I know is a very hard to get Kickstarter game. That was a limited edition game. So
we hope we'll see you at PAX. We hope you'll get a chance to check out those games before they're all gone. And Gizmos next week?
I'm up for Gizmos.
Gizmos.
I know you wanted to play it anyway, so
I definitely want to play it. So Gizmos is from the same folks who made Potion Explosion, and it uses a similar mechanic in that it has a marble dispenser, but it's a completely different sort of game.
Yeah.
It's a drafting and engine construction game.
It's got marbles, but
It's similar in that it has marbles.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's where the similarity ends.
Is there a demo downstairs? Or?
I don't think there is, but I
thought
know
there was.
several of the board game folks have it.
Okay.
Sam Fox definitely has it, so maybe I can get it from him.
And Andy and I recently got a game that I would like to play post-PAX, if we want to think ahead a little bit. Andy and I just got in our copy of Call to Adventure.
Yes,
You were talking
from
about
Brotherwise Games.
Brotherwise's newest game.
It's very cool.
It's very neat. Andy tried a solo game the other day. Solo is hard because you have an adversary
I got destroyed.
to fight. And that takes strategy, and it was his first time playing the game.
I
so he
clearly
didn't know what
misplayed.
strategy was.
I should have thought ahead better.
But yeah, it does look really cool. I'm really excited about it. So I'd like to play it with you guys at some point.
And I kind of want to play a game that Travis has been dying to play for ages.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Catacombs, you got your missing piece.
Yeah, they said 6 to 8 weeks on the
disc.
sort of form response, but just this past week I got the replacement disc,
Nice.
and that should be good to go. I understand
Catacombs.
we have a queue lined up, but certainly within the few weeks after PAX, I'm sure we can line up for 1 week.
Yeah,
good to me.
Catacombs is on the list. Oh man, I love games.
And
I
I'm
love
sure
games, guys.
we're gonna pick things up at PAX. Andy and I usually learn at least one new game that we are selling at the booth at PAX.
At midnight.
Yeah, we take it back to our hotel room, we learn it, we play it, and then we demo it the next day. So.
And this PAX, we don't have daylight savings time in the middle of PAX.
No PAX daylight savings.
No missed hour.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We get all of our hours.
So good. So I have a question for Insidious Pie. Insidious Pie, are you still in chat? I know there's a little bit of a lag. I just want to know if she's going to be streaming, if we should throw to her next. Because if not, I think we'll just say goodnight to everybody.
You are!
Yay!
We will throw to you then.
So we'll give you a few minutes to get yourself set up.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the starting scene thing is already
already up.
Hey folks, we're going to raid our wonderful good friend Insidious Pie. Oh, seriously? Lobster Revenge says you're streaming cupcake baking? I'm on board for that. Is this more cupcakes for D&D?
Or is this more Arcade Spirits?
I would watch either one. We got to watch her bake cupcakes the other day.
Not in fact.
The cupcake baking may be a VOD. Because I see Arcade Spirits Let's Woo Naomi.
Which is what we were doing last week.
Yay!
More Arcade Spirits, which we love.
100% on board with wooing Naomi.
We're gonna try and track down the makers of Arcade Spirits during PAX, but that's another adventure for another day.
Very excited. I'm gonna wear my movie
shirt. I think we're gonna call it a night. Thank you so very much, everybody who joined us. I hope you enjoyed Root. I hope it was not too confusing to watch. It was just the right amount of confusing for me to play. Though I don't know if
I continued my streak of being really tired means apparently I do well at confusing games.
Yeah. There you go.
My engine
Probably
was...
because I don't overthink.
My engine was just revving up. It's just, if that game went longer, you would have seen me.
Yeah.
Victory would have firmly been in my grasp.
Yeah, I feel like we were picking on John a little bit, or certainly I was, because
I feel like the game set you up to do that.
The game set me up to pick on John.
Yeah, within the first turn it going...
After I read the rules, I was like,
yeah,
okay,
I should have been using 2 boots to move into sections where you were, and I had 2 boots, so I could have. Anyways, made one little mistake there.
That's what we do.
Anyways, we're going to go over to Insidious Pie and raid her. We hope everybody had a wonderful time tonight, and we look forward to seeing you possibly tomorrow when Amanda will be doing some painting. Certainly on Sunday when we'll be playing some D&D, which we're very, very excited about. So give me a couple secs to get this set up here. Oops, I'm in the wrong window.
And now we need to fill like 10 seconds before Andy can fully confirm that we switch over.
So how's Apex been?
Apex has been good. I haven't won in a couple weeks at this point.
I'm going to play some Destiny tomorrow.
Crazy with that thing. It's
All
really
right.
wild.
Goodbye, everybody. Say hello to Insidious Pie. Here we go. Good night, everybody.